And we say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live. We're on the road today here at Lingerfield Drug Center in downtown Elizabeth. And thank you for being with us on this Thursday. It's a busy day. We've got a doubleheader. Got Cyclone football Tia Duggar style coming up at 5:15 airtime. Kickoff at 5:30 from Citizens Bank Stadium. It is a blackout, so if you're coming to the game, you'd be asked to wear black because that's what they're going to be doing. They'll be wearing black for the blackout for the game today. That's coming up at 5:15 airtime, 5:30. Our guest today, as we told you earlier, Tammy Travel is going to join us from the Eagle Center. Andrew McKeon, El Presidente of Carter County Bank, talking about his Vols and his Braves. We'll be talking to Ryan Whitten from Whitten Huddle, and also he's bringing in some ladies of Milligan University flag football team. Robbie Fritz will join us from Hampton, talking about the Hampton Bulldog football team and Hampton Bulldog sports. Also going to be joined by, as we said, some ladies of Milligan University flag football team. And we'll be joined by Dr. Eric Carter from right here at Lingerfield Drug Center, downtown Elizabeth. And let's get it started with the national anthem. And let's see today, how about it? Gabe Short, front and center. You're on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And
oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet waved o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And we say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live. We're on the road here again, as we said, at Lingerfield Drug Center in downtown Elizabeth. And they've got the mini diffusers going here. Whew, that smells good. Dr. Carter will be here. You know who his brother is. His brother is Evan Carter. You know what he did last night. He took him deep again. His second home run. He's now got 5 RBIs on the season. And so Evan Carter, and we're working on it. Kerry's working on getting us reestablished. We can make phone calls. We've been told, Evan said, anytime you want to call me. And so when I get the equipment fixed, we're going to talk to Evan Carter live from Arlington, Texas. So birthdays today, author Stephen King having a birthday, 76. Bill Murray having a birthday, 73. And Faith Hill, country singer Faith Hill, man, she got a song called It Matters to Me. What a song. A lot of her songs are great. Anyway, she's a birthday girl, 56 today, and those are the birthdays here again on this Thursday, September the 21st. I told you yesterday, and I was wrong. I told you yesterday the first day of fall is today. It is not. It's Saturday. What was I thinking? I went and looked at the calendar last night. I thought, you goofball, it's the 23rd, not the 21st. So it is the first day of fall coming up on Saturday. Should be a beautiful day in the neighborhood. So we are very excited about that. Quick break. We'll come right back. Again, we will jump in and start talking some Major League Baseball. Coming up, Tammy Troutman joins us at the bottom of the hour, but we'll do this, and we'll come right back, and we'll take a look at Major League Baseball after this from our great sponsor, Cannon's Furniture, on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Furniture. Tell folks out there what Cannon Furniture is all about, would you please?
We are a local, family-owned small business. We have a full line of furniture and bedding, living room, dining room, recliners, mattresses, you name it. We have it. We also do custom lines of furniture.
Some of the product lines you carry are?
We have Bassett, England, Ashley, Benchcraft, Barca Lounger, and Sealy, Simmons, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Beauty Rest, Sierra Sleep. And there's a new one coming soon, but I'll keep that one quiet until it gets here.
To the appropriate time. Hours are open at Cannon Furniture.
Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 9 to 5.
They rely a lot on social media. How can we find you on social media?
You can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
Yep, one of our great sponsors is Cyclone Sports. Check them out, folks. Again, be loyal, buy local, and buy at Betsy in downtown Elizabeth. And the great folks are right here, Cannon's Furniture.
Hi, this is Big Country, and you're watching my buddy Tom Taylor and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are here again on this Thursday live. We're on the road. As we said, we are at Lingerfield Drug Center, downtown Elizabethton. Got these preserves, all these different jellies and jams. He's going to tell you about coming up here in a few minutes when he gets here. Again, we're talking about Dr. Carter. He's in the house, and we'll be visiting with him in just a few minutes. Let's take a look at Major League Baseball. And again, as we talk, she'll be here in just in a minute. She's in the house. She is my buddy. Tammy Troutman, TT, is going to talk to TT here in just a minute. I love it, love it, love it. She'll be here just in a second. All right, let's bring up, oh, gosh. Tell you what I did. I'll tell on myself. Everything fell off the table again, so need a bigger table. Here we go. Let's take a look at them. Tammy will be here, a little show and tell just in a second from the Eagle Center. All right, let's take a look at Major League Baseball as we promised. And, again, it was a great night for Evan Carter. Evan, again, putting on the show. And Carter, again, went deep. A couple of home runs. Or, I mean, not home run, a couple on the season now. So, gosh, I am so sorry. Everything fell on the floor, and I'm grabbing stuff and trying to find out where I wrote on Evan Carter's numbers. And let's see. Let me look right here one more time. Here it is. Thank you. Evan Carter, start over. Evan Carter, Major League Baseball. Carter last night, or yesterday afternoon, 3 for 4 with a homer, 2 RBIs. Evan Carter, again, now with 2 homers on the season, 5 RBIs on the year, 2 left on base. He scored twice. He was left on base twice. Scored 2 runs. Again, went 3 for 4 as the left fielder yesterday for the Texas Rangers. They blew out the Boston Red Sox yesterday big time. So what happens today? Where do they go? And right now the Rangers on the watch. They won 2 in a row and 6 out of 10. They're half a game out of first place behind the front-running Houston Astros. And so let's see what they do, where they are today, ready to roll. Let's see. Here we go. Texas playing today. They are not. They open up the series tomorrow with the Seattle Mariners, which is huge in Major League Baseball. So here's your schedule today on a Thursday. Angels in Tampa Bay. Milwaukee will take on the Cardinals in St. Louis. You have Toronto and the Yankees. Atlanta opens up a series in Washington. Max Fried on the mound for the Braves against the Washington Nationals at 7:05 tonight at Nationals Park. Baltimore at Cleveland, the Mets at Philadelphia, the Cubs hosting Pittsburgh, Detroit at Oakland, and San Francisco and the Dodgers open up a series in L.A. at Dodger Stadium. And you know the story. San Francisco and the Dodgers, they don't like each other, I can tell you right now. So Evan Carter again yesterday, 3 for 4, a homer, 2 RBIs, scored twice and was left on base twice. What a start again yesterday for the 21-year-old lad from right here in Elizabeth. And, of course, his brother is the man who runs his store, and I love it. All right, what else going on? Let's see. Let's take a look at the standings of Major League Baseball as we head into action today. You have in the American League East, Baltimore leads Tampa Bay by 2.5. All the teams have basically 9 or 10 games left and will start the playoffs. So Baltimore 2.5 better than Tampa Bay in the East. The Blue Jays have won 5 in a row and 6 out of 10. You have, I want you to see something while you got a chance. You can peruse on that for just a second. Minnesota leads Cleveland by 9. In the West, the Astros lead the Rangers by a half game and the Seattle Mariners by a half game. Astros in a tailspin have lost 6 out of 10. Rangers have won 2 in a row and 6 out of 10. And the Mariners have won 3 in a row. So it's Houston, Texas a half game out, the Mariners a half game out, but the Rangers and Mariners have an identical 84-68 record right now. And they are 2 of the teams that we'll talk about in a second, the wild card. In the National League, the Braves in a tailspin of sorts. They've lost 6 out of 10. They lead the Phillies, though. They're okay shape, but they're still not playing very good baseball. And they'll open up a series this weekend in Washington. Milwaukee, they've won 2 and 7 out of 10. The Cubs have lost in the Central 7 out of 10. So pretty much is the Brew Crew's division to win now. They've won 2 in a row and 7 out of 10. They lead the Cubs with 10 games to go by 7. I don't see the Brewers faltering. In the West, the Dodgers lead the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks have won 5 in a row and 6 out of 10. The Padres, all of a sudden, they've won 7 in a row and 8 out of 10. It's like, where you been? The Padres now have a chance, outside that it is, but an outside shot at getting into the playoffs. Here's the wild card that started today. The top 3 teams, the Phillies, Arizona, and the Cubs in the National League. Miami a half game out. The Reds a game out. The Giants 3 games out. And the Padres are 4.5 out. So the Padres have a shot. But right now it's primarily the Marlins and the Reds giving chase to the Phillies, Arizona, and the Cubs. In the American League, it's 4 teams, real simple. Tampa Bay, Toronto, and then Texas and Seattle, identical 84-68 records. And so that's what you're looking at for Major League Baseball for the wild card playoffs. So the Braves again in Washington tonight, opening up a weekend series with the Nationals. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. She's here. Let's get her on the screen so she can tell you all about what's going on at the Eagle Center. One of our sponsors, love promoting the Eagle Center. They do a phenomenal job, and she joins us right after this break from the good folks from Big John's Closeout. A lot of folks doing fall fix-up, and one of the things you're doing and can do with them is putting in some new windows. Here's Mike Barnett to tell you about on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Replacement windows. Tell us about that, sir, would you please?
Well, you know, we live in a community where we've still got a number of homes that have been built quite a few years, some of them going back into the 60s, 70s, and even before, that have a lot of single pane type windows or older wood windows, or even some of the metal windows that Patey's and a lot of places used to sell that were just an aluminum thin type window. And you know, they have got hard to open. They generate a lot of heat loss because they're not that heavily insulated. Sometimes they're in need of major maintenance because they've deteriorated through the time and weather has went on. And with replacement windows, you can pretty much get those in about any size you want. Within every quarter of an inch, you can order them either in width and height. And so you can remove the old windows and put these new windows in without having to do a lot of structural work either outside or inside. And so that's one of the benefits of it. Also, they're very low maintenance. You know, they're vinyl windows, so they're very easy to clean. You have very little maintenance and upkeep to them. And they come with a variety of options that you can get. You can get just regular insulated glass. If you are more energy conscious, you can get a low E glass, and that's especially helpful when you've got windows that are exposed to a lot of the elements, hot sun, stuff of that nature during the summer and the heating months, and argon gas that can also be added to the low E that just sort of adds a benefit to it to cut down on both heat gain and heat loss depending on the time of year that you've got. And you're available with either white or beige color, and you can get grids in between the glass if you like those windows that look like that they're broke up into 6 panes, 8 panes, whatever it may be as far as that goes. You can also get a half screen that will move up and down if you are concerned about raising the bottom window, maybe with a smaller child or something. You can leave the bottom window down, lower the top window, and move the screen up there so you can get airflow during the spring and fall time of the year. And these windows tilt in, so it's easy for the homemaker or whoever is going to be doing some cleaning. You can lower the window, tilt the latches, tilt it in, clean it off on the outside, put it back up. You know, you can do the same thing for the bottom sash. So it makes it easy, especially when you're dealing with second floors and stuff of that nature where they're hard to get to.
All available at Big John's Closeouts. They hammer high prices. How do we find you?
Well, you can come to 238 East Elk Avenue here in Elizabethton, Tennessee. You can give us a call at 423-542-3117. You can find us on Facebook, or you can email us at experts@bigjohnscloseouts.com. Or you can go to our Facebook or website, at bigjohnscloseouts.com. Cabinet questions, cabinets at Big John's Closeouts, or you can reach me personally, Mike at bigjohnscloseouts.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks, of the Tom Taylor Sports Show on Cyclone Sports. They hammer high prices at Big John's Closeouts. Yes, I do. We're back here live. I said, she's so nice, and I appreciate her coming very much. This is Tammy Troutman. You know that from the Eagle Center because she is one of our sponsors of Cyclone football. Let me hit you again. We got a double dip. We have T.A. Duggar football today. It's a blackout. It is Liberty Bell, who got them last year, is either 42 or 44 to nothing. So that date's been circled on the calendar since then. Ryan Whitten's going to be here in a little while to talk about the game. We're going there at the 5:15 with the pregame show, and we'll stream it. Video and audio beginning at 5:30 at Citizens Bank Stadium. The band's going to be there. Over 200 kids in the band. First time they've been out this year to show the band. And so Mr. Lockhart has them ready to go. And then the football team, over 80 kids on the middle school football team. So Liberty Bell, they're undefeated, are the Cyclones, so they want to try and keep that going. Liberty Bell, of course, would like nothing better to come over here and burst the bubble. So it's going to be a good ball game at 5:30. Then tomorrow night, Mr. Van Huss, Coach Van Huss, and myself will be live at Sullivan East High School. Third-ranked Cyclones, undefeated, ready to go after being off a week. They're chomping. I can tell you the boys are chomping to play football, and I get that. Playing at Sullivan East tomorrow night, airtime at 6:55, kickoff at 7:30, right here, video and audio. Again, we're going to tell you one more time, and it's not for me, but I want you to understand how much I appreciate you all out there. We had over 17,000 views for that ball game in about 14 states. That we're talking about the Cherokee game, so am I doing that to brag about me? No, I'm doing it to say thank you to you all, because you on the other side of this microphone and the camera like watching the Cyclones, and I appreciate that very much. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you. I appreciate you coming down here.
No, thank you.
Oh, gosh. It's one of the neat things about, I know it's going to, I say this all the time, with Eric Carter and all the different folks I go places, one of the neat things about doing this show is making friends like Tammy Troutman and Tim. So they're good people. And I ran to, what was that, Cracker Barrel one night? You and Tim and I been out having dinner, right?
At the Cracker Barrel.
At the Barrel.
Mm-hmm.
At the Cracker Barrel. And I did not know this. At one point, you waited tables.
I worked there, yeah.
At the Cracker Barrel.
I loved it.
Back in the day. So it's really cool. So anyway, she now runs the Eagle Center. So here we go. I wanted to tell you all about it because fall's in the air, got everything going on. Well, autumn will come in here on Saturday. So, but she got a lot of fall going on right now. So here we go. Tell me, Tammy Troutman, about the Eagle Center. What's going on down there right now?
Oh, business is booming right now. We have lots of fall things coming in, pumpkins galore, ghost things, lots of big furniture items, trunks, flat top trunks, curved trunks, lots of pictures, lots of cast iron, all kinds of things to get you ready for fall.
You got a Vols window, is that right?
We have a UT Vols window, and hopefully we'll do better this Saturday, so we can sell some things from that window. But yeah, we have we'll have ornaments coming in soon, Vol ornaments, Cyclone ornaments, lots of handmade items.
How many vendors?
We have close to 50 vendors and have a 3-page waiting list for more vendors coming in, and so we're doing really well.
Hours you're open, and how do we find you on social media?
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday. We have an Eagle Center Facebook page, so we'd love to have you come by and see.
One of our great sponsors, love promoting the Eagle Center, one of the proud sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Just made a commercial. Good job.
Oh, goodness.
There, what?
I feel like I was scattered all over the place.
You weren't scattered, Lord. You were a teacher. You can't be scattered. So,
Goodness.
I haven't asked you, is this anywhere close to being a teacher as far as running a business?
No, it's really different.
Different animal?
It's really different, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
You know, I love teaching. That'll always be my first love. But
Sure.
I'm having fun.
Yeah. A lot of folks coming in. Well,
Yeah.
you were telling me last time we talked was what struck you is how many out-of-town people come in.
We had someone yesterday from Nebraska.
See, people don't
Yeah.
realize coming
Yeah.
through here into little old Elizabeth in Tennessee
Yeah.
from all over the place.
Yeah.
So be loyal, buy local, and buy at Betsy. It's what we say. Now, this kid is on a tear. He had a home run yesterday. Here's an Evan Carter ball cards. Do you have any more of those down there?
I've got a waiting list. I'll get some more Tuesday.
Do you really?
Never thought they would fly out the door so fast.
This kid is the real deal. Of course, his brother runs his store, runs his pharmacy, Dr. Eric Carter. So Evan is just such a class kid. Again, we've had him on the show. In fact, we've had him sitting right here when he was down there to see his brother one day. You would never know the guy's in big league baseball and making big bucks. Humble, down home, great guy. And so, anyway, we got the Evan Carter ball cards. You have the brand new book on Coach Jerry White,
Brand new
who's
book
sitting
on
right over there.
Coach Jerry White and Coach Orr from Cloudland. We have those books. Yeah, those have sold well already.
hmm So, what's been flying? What are people looking for? What's been flying out of there? Any trends over the last 30 days or so?
You know, there's just so many different things. There's just, I read a quote that said, Grandma had it, Mom sold it in the yard sale, and I'm buying it back. And you can buy it back at the Eagle Center. You come through, and I mean, there's just everything. There's coffee grinders, there's teapots, there's china, there's quilts, there's just, you know, everything that reminds you of someone in
Somebody.
your childhood,
Mhm.
a neighbor, an aunt, a grandmother. And it's just fun to put those things back in your home.
You had a theme. What was it you told me the last time we were together?
Things tell a story when
yeah.
people no longer can.
You have to write that down. I love that. I think that is so cool. That'll be your homework assignment when you leave here.
Okay.
Write that down,
All right.
please. Things tell a story when
People no longer can.
people no longer can.
Yeah,
I mean, that is so cool.
that is cool. Yeah,
Now
and it's
you-
the truth.
You had an apple. What did you have down there? Kettle? Apple butter kettle?
Apple
Not the-
butter kettle is gone.
Gone.
Gone. Yeah, had a
Which-
big one and a small one, and you know people are going to really use them. They didn't buy them for decor. They're really going to make apple butter. So
When she put that out there, in fact, I jumped on her and said, these are hard to find. You
They
better get it
are.
while you can.
yeah,
And they're gone.
they're gone. Both
Yep.
of them. Yeah.
So, when you first come in the store, back in the right-hand corner, tools and all kinds of tools. Tell me about that.
My tool guy's not doing well physically, so you know, pray for him. He's battling a lot of stuff right now. So come in and support him. He's got his tools on sale right now, marked 20% off. So, but he's got an amazing collection of tools, and you can use them or you can mount them on the wall for display. And yeah,
Yep. So 20% off in his booth.
20% off of his tools starting October 1st.
All right. Before I let you go, we did this last time. Step us through. When you first come in, kind of go down the right side of the store and then loop around to the other side of the store, then go down to the basement and tell us what's down there, please.
Okay, well, John and Lisa Bunn, the former owners, great people. They have the first booth on the right when you come in, and just an eclectic collection of genuine antiques and beautiful furniture and stoneware. And then we have a lady from First Baptist here in town that has lots of dishes and beautiful, I can't think of the name of it right now, it left me, just china. And then we have another new vendor with some tools. We have a lady that has home decor, lots of berry picks and floral picks. And then we have greeting cards. And we have lots of vendors downstairs, comic book collections, and lots of furniture items, clocks, pictures, rocking chairs. it's just all over the store.
Mhm.
It's
A
wonderful.
little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So,
And I love it when you say Shop Betsy
mhm.
because we're so interconnected. I mean, it's not about coming to my store because it's my store. Come buy something at the Eagle, and then that allows me to support you through your Tom Taylor show. And then you support, Mr. Carter with his Lingerfeld Pharmacy, and you promote him, and then he walks down the street and gets lunch at Coffee Company, and then Frankie at Coffee Company goes next door to Cannon's and buys furniture, and we're all connected, so it helps everyone in our town when we shop local.
Be loyal, buy local, and buy it in Betsy is what we preach.
Perfect.
Yep. And so, in fact, we're getting a shirt made like that. It says, be loyal, buy local, and buy it in Betsy.
That's
Getting
great.
ready for the holidays. So,
Yeah.
the Eagle Center here in Elizabeth and downtown. Of course, we are right beside Carter County Bank. He's getting ready to come join us. But you are one block up?
One block up.
One block up.
Mhm.
Right across from
Right across from Simple Blessings.
Simple Blessings.
General Store.
Where they have great Hershey's ice cream.
They do have good ice cream.
Me, oh
good
my.
milkshakes.
Oh, yes, that milkshakes. You got it. Thank you. I mean, I love promoting you. This is awesome. I got to get back
appreciate
down there. So, do we show the flag? You want me to show the flag?
You can, yeah.
All right.
We don't have any more, but we
Oh.
can show. This is for London.
Yeah. So, she's so sweet.
She is sweet. And she does
I
a
mean,
great
you-
job helping you on Friday nights.
She what?
She does a great job
I know.
helping you.
I know.
Yeah.
She loves her granddad. Granddad loves her. So look at that right there. This is, look on the screen. Is it showing
Yep,
it?
it's showing good.
I
Yeah.
need to go here.
No, you're good.
Hell, yeah, I'm your Vanna. So there you go. So this is an Elvis flag,
An Elvis flag.
and at the bottom of it says
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
London will love that.
Oh, she will go bananas. You're so sweet.
Oh, I'm really not.
Yes,
just
you
don't
are.
know me.
Yes, I do. I do know you. So Joni Laws thinks you hung the moon. I know
Well,
that.
I love her too.
Yes. So there you go. Open hours are.
10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Yep. Someone asked me, do you have layaway for Christmas
We do have
Okay.
layaway. Yeah.
or any time? But
Yeah.
coming into Christmas, how many days? Do we know how many days there is for
Oh,
Christmas?
goodness. I don't know if I want to know that or not.
Let's do that real quick because it's. I keep it on my phone. How many days for Christmas Eve? So let's see. What we got here. How many days to Christmas Eve? We are at 94 till Christmas Eve.
That's not enough.
But it's plenty to come down and shop at the Eagle Center. So
We'd love to have you.
thank you, dear.
Thank you so much.
You're so nice. Isn't she nice? She is so nice. We'll take a break. She said, you just don't know me. Yes, that's hogwash. She's nice. Quick break. We'll be right back. We are live here. We're on the road at Lingerfield Drug Center, downtown Elizabeth. And right back after this from Farm Bureau. Furniture. Tell folks out there what Cannon Furniture is all about, would you please?
We are a local family-owned small business. We have a full line of furniture and bedding, living room, dining room, recliners, mattresses, you name it. We have it. We also do custom lines of furniture.
Some of the product lines you carry are.
We have Bassett, England, Ashley, Benchcraft, Barca Lounger, and Sealy, Simmons, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Beauty Rest, Sierra Sleep. And there's a new one coming soon, but I'll keep that one quiet until it gets here.
To the appropriate time. Hours are open at Cannon Furniture.
Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 9 to 5.
They rely a lot on social media. How can we find you on social media?
You can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
Yep, one of our great sponsors is Cyclone Sports. Check them out, folks. Again, be loyal, buy local, and buy at Betsy in downtown Elizabeth. And the great folks are right here, Cannon's Furniture. We're talking to Joseph Taylor, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. And what's going on at Ivy Hall Nursing Home?
Ivy Hall, we would love to have short-term rehab patients. If you go in for knee surgery, shoulder surgery, stuff like that, you need a little bit of rehab, please consider Ivy Hall. We have private rooms for our short-term rehab patients. We offer physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, full-time respiratory therapy. We'd love to take care of you.
Looking for help? Looking for folks to work here?
Absolutely, 100%. If you want to come in, if you're a CNA, LPN, RN, you want to work in dietary, laundry, housekeeping, we would love to have you. You can go to ivyhallnursinghome.com and fill out an application. Somebody will certainly call you back if you put in an application.
Yep. So all these different folks, you take care of these different therapy programs, right?
Absolutely. We love the short-term patients. We love the long-term patients. Either one, we want to take care of anybody that comes our way, for sure.
Social media?
Social media, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, and like I said, ivyhallnursinghome.com.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, folks. Love promoting them. Again, the great folks here in Elizabethton, sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, Ivy Hall Nursing Home. And back at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look who stopped by. Another one of our great sponsors. Couldn't do without these folks. This guy, we've become pretty good buds, and he helps me when he can, doing ball games. And so, hello, Pastor Stout. How you doing? Regina Shepard. How you doing, lady? You know who this gentleman is. You see it on the screen, President Andrew McKeon at Carter County Bank. Morning, sir. How are you?
I'm good.
Good?
Yep.
Thank you for coming over.
Happy to do
You had
it.
to walk a long way to do it, like right there. So they had joined with the Doors, Lingerfield Drug Center, who's going to join us next, and then, of course, Carter County Bank. So good stuff. All right, I've asked everybody. I know we're getting ready for Texas San Antonio, but you watched it the other night. I'm sure. Were you there?
No, I
Didn't
was
go.
not.
But what happened? What's wrong? What happened to Vols Saturday night?
It's hard to say, to be honest with you.
It's a million-dollar question.
There was a lot that happened to the Vols the other
Yeah.
night. Yeah, they just did not play well. We came out hot, and then it just all fell apart. And once that ball gets rolling, and you're in Florida, and you've lost, for the last 20 years, it's hard to undo that. Even though those kids had nothing to do with a lot of those, it's just there's something about that place that we cannot break through it.
So is it in their head? I mean, you go down there as a 7-point favorite. They weren't playing very well prior to that game. We were doing okay. We didn't set the woods on fire against Virginia or Austin Peay, but you felt like going in, you had a chance to really make some noise and break that string of 9 in a row, but it didn't happen. So is it now? I mean, now you got to wait another 2 years to go. Is it in their head, you think?
It shouldn't be because, like I said, they haven't been a part of the majority of those. But it is hard to play on the road in the SEC or anywhere. It's hard to play on the road. And so they, like I said, that ball got rolling. I think, to me, the biggest play of the game was that little love tap that Haddon gave the running back on that 75-yard run. He decided he just thought he'd bump into him with his shoulder. And, the crowd was quiet. We just went down. We scored. We had all the momentum, and I'm not sure it was a very feeble attempt at a tackle, and the guy took it 75 yards to the house, and then all of a sudden that place was rocking. We went 3 and out, and hang on.
Hang on, here we go.
Yeah.
90,000. People say, well, the crowd got into it. Well, they're supposed to get
That's
into
what
it.
they paid their money for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They got into it last year. I think that I was there. I think the Florida game at home last year, the crowd got into it. I think it really affected the Gators, and so they're supposed to get into it. So Texas San Antonio better feel that same way Saturday in Neyland Stadium when they come to town. So how do you fix it? You got one week to repair things and get things cleaned up. I know folks say Heupel can't coach now. It's like, okay, whatever.
He didn't forget how to coach in a week.
Good grief.
But honestly, I think there's a lot of things. Milton, for as good as his arm is, he is not the athlete that Hooker was.
No.
So that takes that aspect away because if he does pull and run, you're not going to look at a 40-yard run, like you could. Hendon Hooker could break it at any time. He's going to get 3 to 5 yards, whatever it is, or just keep the defense honest. So he's got a great arm. I think he's a fine quarterback, but he's just not a dual threat. He's not going to give you that aspect that Hendon Hooker gave you last year. The receivers, they've struggled a little bit starting out, and I think they'll pick it back up. Our offensive line misses Cooper Mays in the middle. He holds a lot of things together, so hopefully he'll be back this week, but if not, soon. and he'll pull some. We can move some parts around so we can solidify our offensive line. Hopefully.
Do you think our line got pushed around?
Oh yeah, they got manhandled.
Got muscled.
Yeah, but we had, our right tackle was out. He got a little trouble with the law last week, so he got to sit out part of the game, or if not all of it. And he was only supposedly suspended. He wasn't suspended, but he only played special teams and maybe a handful of snaps on offense. And we didn't look good. They just pushed us back into the backfield.
T.A. Duggar football will play the promo coming up here in a second. Hello, Lisa Baker. How you doing, lady? Thank you for who you are. You do so much for this community, and thank you, ma'am. She's just a good person, and we appreciate her very much. You got Texas San Antonio coming to town. On paper, you'd like to think we could get them pretty good, but it's on paper.
Yeah.
You don't play on paper.
We thought we would beat Austin Peay pretty good, too. So,
yeah.
You don't know. Hopefully we can get some things straightened out and start playing some good ball. Find our running game. We really missed that against Florida. So hopefully we can get back to pounding the rock up the middle and getting some good runs and wearing them down. I don't know if their quarterback's playing. UT San Antonio's backup played last week, so I don't know if their starting quarterback will be back or not.
Gonna get his take on some games. We do this every year because I just love to have him come on the show and it's just a couple of good old boys. So don't go to Vegas.
Well, if you do, bet against whatever I say because I don't usually do well at this. So if I tell you to put some money on one, go the other.
Go the other way.
Yes, sir.
So he's saying if you're gonna battle with him, go 180. Whatever he says, go the other direction.
That's exactly right.
Florida State at Clemson on Saturday.
It's at Clemson, so I think that helps Clemson out, but I think Florida State's the better team.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I think Florida State's got the better team right now.
So I'm going to go with I think Clemson, this is a prove-me game, and I think they're going to prove it. But Florida State, it's going to be a heck of a game, 12 o'clock. You go Seminoles, I'll go Clemson. 15th ranked Ole Miss at number 13 Alabama. Kiffin's already in his head again. He's been poking the bear all week long.
Oh, he loves to do that.
Oh, he does it all the time.
I don't know that it actually helps him, but it gets him out on the airwaves, I guess. It's at Alabama. I want to go with Alabama.
19th ranked Colorado, 10th ranked Oregon. So they go on the road for the first time. I guess we'll find out if they're for real. Are they for real?
I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I don't think they've been tested. Everybody talks about that first game, and that first game was against, because they were in the national championship last year, but they were only projected to be in the fourth or fifth best team in the Pac-12. So I don't think they were tested week one. I think they will get tested. Bo Nix is a tremendous quarterback, and I think Oregon will win that one at home.
Yeah, TCU, wasn't that their first opponent?
Yeah.
I mean, they got drilled by Georgia in the national championship. I mean, then they played Colorado State? No, they played somebody else after that.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was.
Yeah, I don't either.
They're all running together. But anyway, so they go to Oregon. We're both picking the Ducks on Saturday afternoon. Let's see. Got a couple more back in the back sheet. Then we're going to talk about these Braves. 6th ranked Ohio State at number 9, Notre Dame at South Bend on Saturday evening. You like the Buckeyes or the Fighting Irish?
That's an absolute toss-up. I couldn't tell you much about either one of those teams. Neither one of them's really been tested yet. I'll take the home team. I'll go with Notre Dame.
A couple of my buddies said, we don't like either one of them. Who cares?
Yeah.
I said, well, that they're playing, let's talk about it. He said, we don't care.
It's not really relevant, but we'll talk about it, right?
Pretty much what they said. I was okay. We just want to move on, so might as well because we don't care. So okay, got you. 24th ranked Iowa at number 7 Penn State.
I'll take Penn State. They're playing some good ball. Yeah, Penn State. It's a tough place to play. Been to a couple football games up there. It's a pretty neat stadium.
Let's jump into the SEC real quick. Kentucky plays at Vanderbilt on Saturday afternoon. Who wins that one?
We can just keep on going. I think Kentucky gets that one.
All right. Auburn at Texas A&M.
That should be a pretty good little ball game, but I don't know. I hate to ever put any money on Texas A&M. They're so Jekyll and Hyde, but I would think Texas A&M would win that one at home.
One more, Mississippi State at South Carolina.
I think South Carolina, if they play like they did against Georgia, they looked like they were a good coach team. They were playing well. I'll take South Carolina in that one.
And then really the only game that matters, you know that because if you watch this show, you know the Thundering Herd is my alma mater. They have the Hokies at 12 o'clock Saturday in Huntington.
I'll take Marshall on that one. I don't think Virginia Tech's got anything for them. That and the fact that I like you, I'm going to go with Marshall. Yeah.
Go Herd. We are Marshall. So, you seen the movie, by the way?
Yeah, great movie.
Great movie. So.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey.
Oh yes.
Yeah, good movie.
Coach, I think I got an idea for this football team. I think we can turn this thing around. And he did.
He did.
It's awesome. We are Marshall. All right. Major League Baseball, we'll shift gears.
All right.
Everybody's got 9 or 10 games left. The Braves have lost 6 out of 10. They have a winning percentage right now at 638 is the best team in the National League. The Dodgers at 616. Braves, they got 97 wins. The Dodgers have 93 wins. Can the Dodgers catch them for the number one team or not?
I think they can. You know, and I think that's going to be very important when it comes down to that National League Championship Series. If both teams make it, I think we need to hold on to that and go hard for the end of the year. We need to hold on to that.
What's wrong with the Braves right now? Or is anything wrong with the Braves?
Pitching. I mean, we've talked about it all year. As long as their pitching's there, they're there. We said that in April. And
We did.
So right now, Freed's been pushed back a couple times. Strider looked really good in his last start. We've thrown a couple young kids out there just trying to fill some holes. So they got battered around pretty good. And our bullpen is terrible right now. So, you know, it goes in shifts. And right now, you know, it's not good. I think, I can't remember the stat, the 23rd best bullpen
really?
ERA. Yeah, it's something crazy. It's not good.
No, that's not good.
No.
So you look at your starting rotation, you go Spencer,
Yeah.
Elder,
Freed.
Morton, and whoever.
Yeah,
Soroka's out,
Yeah,
right?
he's done. Yeah, I think he's going to have a hard time. He's going to need next year at best before he's viable.
Schuster or Dodd or what was the kid they brought up has a funny last name?
Yeah, they had Smith Shawver came up and through a little bit, and I mean they've had a lot of.
Oh, what's his name? Gosh, it's got a funny last name. I should have this written down. Hello, sir, but I don't. Anyway, he pitched like a week or so ago. Did really good. It was a major league debut.
Yeah, I think they'll do. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but they'll be 3-4 man rotation in the playoffs. It doesn't matter who the fifth one is going into the playoffs.
Okay, but the bullpen's got to get better.
The bullpen has got to be better.
MVP is it Acuna? Is it Olsen?
I think it's Acuna.
Acuna?
I mean, he's doing stuff that nobody's done before, and you know, Mookie Betts is playing really well, and Freddie Freeman. Those are your top four, two off each teams, two.
Hello, Coach White. How are you, sir? He's a good man right there.
2 right fielders, 2 first basemen. It's an unbelievable race, but I think Acuna with his, you know, nobody's ever done what he's done before, and his power surge now, he's going to be, a 40-60, 40 home runs, 60 stolen bases, if he can hit one more home run in the last 10 games.
When was the last time, because it's a pretty good shot that Strider's going to be the Cy Young winner. I mean, he's very much in the hunt. When was the last time the same team had the MVP and the Cy Young off the same team? And I don't know that.
I don't know the answer to that.
So it's a good trivia question.
It is a very good trivia question, if ever. Who knows?
Yeah. Can you research it?
I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'd love to know that, because when was the last time a Cy Young Award winner and an MVP came off the same team in the same year? I'm sure it's happened, but it's a rarity. I know that. Hello, young lady. How are you?
Anybody get to?
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing fine.
Anybody run the Triple Crown and get the Rookie of the Year too at the same time? I mean, we don't have
In the
shot
same
that.
year?
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
don't know. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
2 different players on the same team get Rookie of the Year and Triple Crown.
Well, no, I'm just saying if you get the Rookie of the Year, the MVP, and the Cy Young.
Oh,
all
I
on the
got
same
you.
team.
The Triple Crown. I got you. Yep.
My made-up Triple Crown.
Yeah. That's another good stat
Yeah.
to look up. So, and it's out there somewhere to have that answer. You just have to dig with it. We are live again, Wiz. We're here at Lingerfield Drug Center. Dr. Carter's going to join us coming up next. So, what's going on with Carter County Bank?
Well, we are, you know, as always, this time of year, we start getting ready for the Christmas season. So we're getting ready to have another meeting on our tree lighting, November 18th. So that'll be coming up soon. That's the Saturday before Christmas. And this weekend, we are sponsoring the Youth Business Fair through the Covered Bridge Days through the Park and Rec. So there'll be kids out on the Elk Avenue Bridge from 1 to 4 on Sunday selling their wares. You know, we've got some that are selling jewelry, some that are selling books, journals, some that are selling cinnamon rolls, cakes, cupcakes. These kids get to come up and they get to come up with their own business plan, and they get to get out and sell them on Sunday
neat.
from 1 to 4. And 100% of the proceeds go to the kids. They do not have to pay any booth fees because Carter County Bank covered all those fees. And there are some cash prizes for a few different categories. So these kids get a chance to test their entrepreneurial skills.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So they're going to be on the bridge.
Yep. 1 to 4.
Selling their goods.
Yep, bring your cash because there may be a couple that have a credit card machine, but you know we are talking about kids.
Sure.
So bring cash so that the kids can keep it all and they don't have to pay 3% to a credit card vendor or whatever. But they get to keep it all, and I think it'll be a good day.
Cash is king.
Cash is king on
Yes.
Sunday.
Exactly right. That is awesome. So you got all these kids lined up, and they may someday, you hope, be business people here in Elizabethton. So they're going to have their goodies out there for sale, and I'm sure some of those kids have done some really neat stuff.
I think it'll be great. And like I said, you know, there's a lot of things that I like, especially when you talk about food.
Yeah. Amen.
Yep.
Amen. So we've never been out and broke bread together, have we?
Nope.
No, we've never done. I need to go take him to lunch. And so Baker says, ironic that I'm sweating my tail off putting together a fire pit. She's a piece of work.
She loves the winter.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather have the summer.
Oh,
I'll
amen.
take this
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, the other day she's putting down flooring or something. Now she's putting in a fire pit. So
Yeah.
it's always something.
I'll stay here at the bank. She
Yeah.
can keep putting the fire pits together. Maybe she'll go do one at my house too.
I bet Scotty pulls up sometimes and comes home from work, just takes a big deep breath and says, "Wonder what's going on today."
Yeah.
So what?
You know how these women are. They get things done. I've come in from playing golf, and Casey had changed out a light fixture in the house, and if I tell her it's too low or something, she'll be like, "Well, you should have been here." So,
Should have been here.
yeah, if she
It's
hangs
gonna
them
stay-
where they hit me right in the forehead.
It's gonna stay just like it was because you're out playing golf.
I
So
was playing golf, and she, changed out a light.
and you said, "Yes, ma'am. It looks good."
Yep, I just duck
You just
twice. Once for
coming and going.
once for mouthing off, and once for the light.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. How do we find you on social media?
www.bankoftennessee.com. You can put in Carter County Bank, but it'll roll to Bank of Tennessee because that is the mothership.
Yeah, it is the mothership. So how about this right here? Is this kid not doing it?
He is doing well. Evan Carter is playing some good baseball. He's fun to watch. Was he been on the top 10 for defense 3 times, stolen bases, home runs, triples, doubles, you pick it. He can do it. He's a good kid and well-grounded, and
We're proud of
you
him.
can't help but root for him because,
No.
like I said, I like good baseball players, and I like good baseball players who are good people.
2 home runs. Hit one other one yesterday. Now got 5 RBIs on the season. So kids starting in left field. They're off today. Have a big series tomorrow because the wild card. They're identical, 84 and 68 records. They're both tied. There's 3 teams going in. So there's 4 trying to get in 3. Tampa Bay's in.
Yeah.
And so whether they go in as a wild card or divisional winners, so it's really down to 3 teams to get 2 spots: Toronto, Texas, and Seattle. So
Texas and Seattle play 7 times out of the last 10 games. And Seattle has to play Houston the other 3. I'm not sure who Texas has.
wow.
Yeah, so Seattle has to. They'll earn it if they get there.
In the National League right now, you got the Phillies, Arizona, the Cubs. Just under the line, Miami's a half game out. The Reds are a game out. San Francisco's 3 out. And the Padres, it's an outside shot, but they've won 7 in a row, 8 out of 10. They're 4.5 back. I guess in theory they're still alive, aren't they?
In theory, they're alive, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, I don't want to see them in the playoffs.
No.
We need the Phillies, Arizona Cubs, Miami Reds. That we need to make sure they stay out of there because they have the pitching that can shut anybody down, and they have those dynamic hitters too if they get rolling. So I'd rather take my chances against the Reds or the Marlins or anybody but the San Diego because Blake Snell has got a legitimate shot at the Cy Young this year as well. So.
Shohei Ohtani gone for this rest of this year. He'll bat in 24 after having arm surgery. He will pitch hopefully in 25. If you're the Angel front office, he's a free agent. Do you keep him? Do you let him shop him? What do you do?
I don't think they have a choice. I mean, I think he's going to go out and he's going to test the market. I think they'll make him an offer, and I think they'll make him a competitive offer. But it just depends on what he wants to do. If he's in it for winning, it's going to be hard for him to choose Anaheim. I mean, unfortunately, they had 2 of the best players ever in the MLB, and they have not a thing to show for it.
No.
Because Mike Trout has done nothing in the playoffs, and Shohei and Mike Trout together have done nothing in the playoffs.
No.
And it's unfortunate. They just have not been able to put a team around them. They signed Anthony Rendon a few years ago, who's not been healthy since they signed him, and it's unfortunate to see that kind of talent never get a chance to be in the World Series.
Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani, speaking of, always a pleasure, sir.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
Happy
So
to do it.
you can work another game with me, aren't you?
Yep,
When
I
you
can't
get
be
a
there
chance?
tonight, but I will try to get there for the last one.
Yep. And we've got, let's see, next Thursday we're down in Greenville, Tia Duggar, and then we'll wrap it up back here against Tennessee Middle the first Thursday in October, which will be the 5th. So it'll be a great weekend. We're probably going to have a home football game. So it'll be October the 5th, Tia Duggar and Tennessee Middle, and then homecoming and the home opener finally against Northview. Then the next week's fall break. So, but we'll still have football. So,
Yep.
see you when I see you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Be loyal, buy local, Bide and Betsy.
That's exactly right.
You got it.
Tom, I thank you.
Yes, sir. Quick break. Dr. Carter joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. But you teach classes. You go all over the place teaching classes, all over the country. You've been here and there doing clinics and different symposiums and so on and so forth. Tell us about that. It's pretty special.
Oh, it's we really enjoy it. It's something that that I started doing with my dad, with him back when I first got out of school, and we travel all over the country. We still do, basically teaching other PTs and physicians to do what we do here in Elizabethton and in Carter County. And it's crazy that our little kind of beautiful part of the country, that people are interested and want to copy what we do here, and it's because we do such a good job at it.
That's what separates them from all the other competition, because he's out teaching classes all over the place. And tell me some of the places you've been to do that.
Oh, we've been to California, Oregon, all over the Midwest, into the Northeast. And the really interesting people that we're teaching are the military PTs, because of everything that the military is allowed to do. There's not the insurance restrictions that we have here on the civilian side. So it's interesting to see the PTs that are able to do these amazing treatments coming to us to say, hey, how do we do what you do to make sure that our servicemen and women get the best treatment possible?
That's awesome. That's the reason why you need to come to Physical Therapy Services if you have a problem, and he's going to tell you how to do that here in just a second, the social media. But you look now that, they come all the way, they go all over the country to teach PTS's theories, if you will. So it's not just a local, it's not just a regional, it's a national company, Physical Therapy Services. So if we need your help, how do we get a hold of you?
Hey, give us a call at my office, 543-0073. You can call us at our pediatric office, 543-2215. You can also reach us on social media on Facebook, Physical Therapy Services. We'll be happy to help you out however we can, and if we can't get you better, then we'll point you in touch with the right people that can.
You got it. One of our great sponsors here, Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show, love promoting Dr. Smith and his great folks at Physical Therapy Services. In Port Travis Deli, it's football time in Tennessee, as the late John Ward said. So Friday night, going to the ball game, come by and get your sandwiches. Tell us how you can help us.
Hey, just give us a call, 543-6128, and tell us what you like. White dark bread, we've got ham, turkey, roast beef, corned beef, pastrami, make a good steak sandwich. You want some chicken salad, some pickles and eggs. If you just want a snack, some people just like to snack at the ball game, don't really want to eat a big meal. We can take care of that for you. We got chips and drinks if you want to pack your cooler or whatever. Got anything you need.
Yep, 543-6128 is what you call, or the number you call, and he'll have it ready for you. So if you're heading to the game, how much time should we allow you to get them ready?
Usually about 10 to 15 minutes is a pretty good time.
Yep, 10 or 15 minutes.
About 10 to 15 minutes, we'll take care of you.
Yep, ready to go. 543-6128. Again, it will be an excellent opportunity to come by and get some great food.
Yep, love to serve you.
Love to serve you, absolutely. How do you find us on social media?
We got a Facebook page. You can look us up there, leave us some feedback, give us a like.
Yep. Friday night football, Saturday football, whenever you need sandwiches, here's the place to come. Port Travis Deli at 543-6128, one of our great sponsors here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. This Thursday night, it's exciting, undefeated T.A. Duggar Cyclone football. This is Tom Taylor inviting you to join us at Citizens Bank Stadium this coming Thursday as the Liberty Bell Patriots come to town for a 5:30 kickoff. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. It's a blackout for the Cyclone Nation. Join us this coming Thursday night. T.A. Duggar undefeated taking on the Liberty Bell Patriots. Airtime at 5:15 this Thursday here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Cyclones! This Friday night, it's exciting, undefeated, third-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor inviting you to join Richard Van Huss and yours truly this Friday night as the undefeated third-ranked Cyclones travel to Bluff City to battle the Sullivan East Patriots in a battle of unbeatens in Region 1 4A. Airtime 6:55, kickoff at 7:30 Friday night. Both the Cyclones and the Patriots are 2-0 in the region. undefeated and third-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. This Friday night beginning at 6:55 here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Cyclones! Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look who stopped by. Why would he not? We're at his store, or in this case, his pharmacy, at Lingerfield Drug Center, downtown Elizabethton. So we got a whole table full of goodies we're going to talk about here, but we got to start with the obvious. You don't know this guy, do you?
I've seen him a time or two.
That's awesome. Yeah, we know him a little bit. That'll be his little brother.
Mm-hmm.
What's the age difference? How many years?
At 6 years.
6 years.
And I tell everybody that he got the height and I got the weight. So,
Evan Carter doing it, folks. Second home run yesterday, and I got 5 RBIs. He's starting for the Rangers. It's his younger brother. Obviously, got a big picture of his jersey over there on the wall. So it's
we're going to have to get us a new jersey because that 11 was what he got for the signing, but it's looking like 32 right
32,
now.
32, yeah.
So, yeah.
This is probably the dumbest question I've ever asked anybody, but you got to be just super, super proud of your little brother.
We are. It's still kind of doesn't really feel too real, get to talk to him maybe 2 or 3 times a week and just doesn't feel like he's a professional ball player. You know, he talked to him and it still is just like my little brother. So we're real proud of him, but it still doesn't feel
sunk
quite
in.
real. Yeah.
Yeah. And he hasn't changed. His hat size is the same, right? It hasn't gone to his head.
I think so, yeah.
He's just Evan Carter.
Yeah.
And he has every right to be cocky and every right to be big-headed because look what he's accomplished. But I would be shocked if he did that.
Yeah.
Your mom and dad would crown him anyway, wouldn't they?
They would. Him and Kaylin's both real down to earth and easy going, I think.
And your mom and dad's not going to let that happen anyway. And he's not going to do it. He's as I've said many times, he in fact he sat here before he went to spring training. And we talked, and you would never know Evan Carter is what he's getting done right now as a big league ball player for the Texas Rangers. They have an off day today. They start a big series tomorrow against Seattle. Both of them have the identical record for trying to get into the playoffs. So we're pulling, obviously, with the Rangers for an obvious reason with his little brother, Evan Carter, which is really, really cool. All right, here we go. We're talking to Dr. Eric Carter again from Lingerfield Drug Center, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We've got apple butter and jams. Tell me about this.
So fall is getting that time of the year where people like to start baking and doing jams and apple butter and chow chow. And we've got a few. The peach preserves. I don't much care for peaches myself, but that peach preserves has about been one of our best sellers so far. People say it's real sweet, really tasty is what I've heard.
Strawberry preserves?
Strawberry. That and the blackberry is my 2 favorites now.
Yeah, got them both.
Was that first one peach?
Peach, yeah.
Okay, I grabbed 2 of them.
Yep.
Then this one right here has been my mom's favorite so far. Now I'm a big raspberry fan, and that one is a real good preserves. It doesn't have the seeds in it, because that's a lot of people's complaints with blackberries and raspberries is get those seeds in your teeth. Yeah. And then these are 2 of our big apple butters right now. And that one is the Honey Crisp. And that's a lot of people's favorite apples, I've come to find out. But it's got a little bit more sweetness than regular apple butter.
And here's another. We got a whole shelf. You just brought some over here. This is a sugar-free apple butter.
Yes, that's a good choice for diabetic people. They say it tastes just as good as the regular, but doesn't have that sugar in it. So that's a real good option for people.
From Stony Creek, locally grown honey. Tell me about this.
Yes, so those are made by a couple, Bob and Peggy Calkins, up at the head of Stony Creek. And especially with fall coming around, allergies, flu, stuff like that, anything that causes a sore throat is coming around right now. So having some local honey is really good for that. You can put it in some tea or adult beverages, whatever you prefer, help calm your throat, and it's good for allergies too. So especially this time of year as the leaves start falling and stuff, that'll be good to kind of help soothe your throat and keep the allergies down.
Here's a Southern Chow Chow. There's one more to show you. Again, all these retail for $8.99, by the way. So these are not budget busters, very affordable. And then this one is the Vanilla Peach Halves.
Yeah, so fall is a lot of pies and soup beans and cornbread.
Amen.
The Chow Chow is real good for the soup beans is what I've been told, but that is not quite my thing. So,
It is. Chow Chow's good. Here is the Harvest Moon Pumpkin Spice Candles.
Yes.
Comes with a little handle. These things are really cool.
Mhm.
For $15.99, that's what they retail for. Got that one.
Got us a few different fall flavors
Yeah.
right now.
Cozy Cabin.
Yes,
So-
that one is one of my favorites right now.
Oh, yeah.
They are all pretty good, I think.
Those are really, really neat. And these make great gift giving ideas.
Sure
So
do.
that one right there. And then we're going to go to this one's called the Autumn Leaves. And that's another one of choice. And then the last one would be and is the pumpkin spice we was talking about. And the last one is this one right here,
Yes.
which is the hot buttered rum. Black Crow hot. Oh, yes.
That one's pretty good.
That's really, really good. These are available right here, gift giving ideas, as we said. The hours you're open are
We're here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 12.
social media. How do we find you?
We're on Facebook as Lingerfelt Drug Center.
And the magic phone number is
423-542-2138.
Candles and Jam. Some of the gifts you can get right here at Lingerfield Drug Center in downtown Elizabeth. And proud sponsor of the Cyclones and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So there you go. There's one of them. We just nailed that one down. So let's pop another one. Here we go. We're talking to Dr. Eric Carter again from Lingerfield Drug Center here in downtown Elizabeth, and proud sponsor of the Cyclones and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Shots and flu tests. Let's talk about those.
So those are both, we're ready to start the season basically. Flu has already started going around a little bit. So a lot of times they say to wait till October-ish to get flu shots, but a lot of doctors are recommending now to go ahead and get them because it seems like this season is starting up a little bit earlier than usual. But we have got we got 3 different flavors of flu shots. We have got the ones for people over the age of 65. We've got another one that's for standard adults and children less than the age of 18. And then we've also got an egg-free flu shot. That's something a lot of people, you don't know unless you have it, I guess. But eggs are a component of most shots. So with flu shots, a lot of people don't get them because of egg allergies. But we've got the egg-free, so you can come down and get that shot as well.
Then you also have RSV, right?
Yes, and that shot has just come out in July. And with COVID, I know a lot of people are hesitant about new shots that have come out. The RSV shot has been in development for years and years, so there's plenty of good evidence on it to show that it's safe and effective. But right now, the RSV is just a single dose series, and we've given probably 8 or 10 of them here in the last few weeks. So they've been, you know, especially as the fall goes around, the respiratory viruses are always big to do, but we've been giving a bunch of those here lately.
And pneumonia shot, too.
Yes, pneumonia shots, we have got a few different strengths of those as well. And which one you need to take is always kind of a confusing question because every person is a different answer. But if you want to come down and talk to us, we can talk to you and figure out which exact dose you need, and we'd be happy to give those to you.
Located right beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Also testing for the flu and for strep. Tell me about that.
Yes, so that is new and exciting. I've talked to you a few times now. We've been kind of getting it set up, and we've got it rolling out full force now. And we've actually done a few strep tests and a few flu tests. So far, we haven't got any positive flu tests, but we have seen a few cases of strep. And what's exciting for us is we're able to do those tests right here in the pharmacy. The results take just about 5 minutes to get, so you have your answer right away. And we've got an agreement set up with a doctor now that we are able to prescribe antibiotics for positive tests. So that's something for $35 and about 10 minutes of your time. You can come in, get tested, and be on your way home with medicine if you need it.
Wow, that is neat. Convenience.
Yes, and that $35, some people, you know, that seems kind of like a lot when you first hear it, but if you go to a walk-in clinic or an urgent care, you've got your copay that's usually, you know, $15 to $40. So that $35 is not bad, and 10 minutes versus an hour, hour and a half sitting in a waiting room is a pretty good deal too, I think.
Hours are open at Lingerfield Drug Center.
Here Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 12.
Social media?
We're on Facebook as Lingerfelt Drug Center.
And that magic phone number is?
It's 423-542-2138. About forgot.
Flu shots, RSV, pneumonia shots, and also you heard him talk about the flu and strep. All that's available right here again. Great place to shop. Be loyal. Be right here at Lingerfield Drug Center in downtown Elizabeth, and proud sponsor of the Cyclones and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. How about that? That's good.
Not too bad.
Now you come back here the next half hour and do another one on children's cold and flu, high blood pressure for folks with cold and flu to have high blood pressure, cough drops and syrup, and also how to build up your immune system. Got to do that because 'tis the season. So you'll be back here in a little while, right?
Sure will. Sounds great.
All right. We'll take a break. We'll come right back, and when we do, we'll be joined by Robbie Fritz talking Hampton Bulldog Sports right after this timeout from, gosh, why not? Why don't you get a double dose of him? Here he is again, Dr. Carter on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back with one of our great sponsors, again, Sherry Holtzclaw with the Jeweler's Bench. Valentine's Day. Here we go. I'm going to be your man of show and tell.
Yep.
We'll start with this
Here's
one
my
first.
Vanna.
Yep. And, well, that's obviously not Dr. Carter, so let's go up here and hit the wrong, my big fat finger hit the wrong button. He said, that ain't me. It's, no, that'd be Sherry Holtzclaw from from the Jeweler's Bench. So here we go. Here is Dr. Carter. We have him right here. Tell me, first off, by definition, what is a probiotic?
Probiotics are just supplements that you can take, and what they are is good bacteria. And that sounds kind of nasty and gross, but in your stomach, in intestines, that good bacteria is what helps digest your food and get the nutrients out of it. And, people that take antibiotics can kill that good bacteria, or, some people just need a little extra boost as far as digestion and stuff like that. And these probiotics, they're a little bit more expensive. They're $22 for a month, or you can get 3 months for $50, but they are they're about almost double the strength of most over-the-counter probiotics. They're really high power, and the blue is actually our highest strength one, and the green is it's still stronger than normal, but it's not quite as strong as the blue. But that's one a lot of our customers have got started on them, because we carry probiotics and all of our different vitamin brands, but this brand specifically is what our customers like. And for a while we weren't able to get the green ones, and that's something it had a lot of people kind of panicked, but we've been able to get it back in stock now.
There you go. Thank you, sir. Again, this is Triactibiotics, innovative 3-stage delivery, immune support, digestive health, 90 capsules once a day. And who takes these? Adults, kids, who can take them?
That's one everybody can take. To be honest, a probiotic, something taking it is not going to hurt you, but it can help you. Like I said, people that, have trouble digesting food, or kind of have problems in the bathroom, or take antibiotics frequently, those are all people that probiotics would benefit. And that's kind of the case. A lot of elderly people, or people, like I said, that kind of have stomach problems, probiotics are good for them.
Hours are open?
We're here Monday through Friday 9 to 5, and Saturdays 9 to 12.
Social media?
We're on Facebook as Lingerfeld Drug Center.
And the phone number?
Is 423-542-2138.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Love promoting these folks. Again, downtown Elizabeth and right beside Carter County Bank. Dr. Eric Carter and the great staff at Lingerfeld Drug Center. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look who stopped by wearing his Bulldog blue, and that's a good thing, because he's going to talk about the Bulldogs. Robbie Fritz, how you doing, sir?
Doing well. How about yourself today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for coming by here. Again, we are we're plugged into the Hampton Bulldogs every chance we can to promote Coach Lunsford or Coach
Coach Smith.
Smith just went blank. So, gosh.
Got Coach Humphrey now on the girls' side on the basketball.
Yeah.
Coach Perkins, and one of our newest coaches up there. We've got volleyball that has started up there in the past couple of years. It's been an upstart. We've got Coach Miss Mary Peak. She's took on a start up there. That's been a blessing for the girls, and it gives another opportunity for athletics up there and things. So it's been she's really put a lot of time in and effort, but. Give Miss Peak a plug there too for doing a great job with the volleyball team.
It's all about the kids,
Exactly.
And so in this case, the Hampton Bulldog kids, we want to promote them. Let me give you the verse of the day, by the way. The verse of the day is Psalms 33:18. Check this out. This is good. They're all good. But the eyes of the Lord are on those who fear Him, and on those whose hope is in his unfailing love. He never fails us. He says in Hebrews, I will never leave you nor forsake you. But the eyes of the Lord are on those who fear him, on those whose hope is in his unfailing love, because he will not fail you, I promise you. I'm living proof, and so is Robbie. 33:18, Psalms 33:18. Hello, Gary Banks in Kingsport. How you doing, sir? And Junior Campbell, he's an old bulldog. So how you kids doing? Thank you for watching the show. All right, so we take a look at football. Yeah, tomorrow night we go the Bulldogs to Cloudland. Hampton does. They're both 3-2. That should be a tussle.
It'll definitely be. Zach does a good job up there at Cloudland. It's always been a great matchup. It's the old saying, the records go out the window and things. It's sure to be a dog fight. Hopefully that the Bulldogs come out on top of it. But it's just a good opportunity, a great opportunity for the program and the communities to come together though too. And almost all of us hang out outside of the games and athletics and things like that. We've all got friends at both places, and when you can one up them, you kind of get a little rise in here and there on them when you can win a little bit. But the biggest thing is it's just good for the communities. Like I say, it's an opportunity for kids to get out there and show their talents, and we're just looking forward to the opportunity Friday night.
Cloudland is 2-2. The Bulldogs are what, 3-2? Is that correct?
3-2, yep.
Yeah, both are honorable mention this week, and 2A for Hampton statewide and single A Cloudland. So give them tomorrow night up on the mountain. I would think it's not going to be cold, but it'll be cool. I'd say
it'll be a lot cooler than it is down in here.
Yeah.
Whatever the temperature is down here, you can go ahead and subtract probably 7 to 8 degrees at
least, really?
Up there in Roe Mountain. But it's just such a great setting. If you've never been to a football game up there at Orfield, it's just the way it sits back and tucks back behind the mountain there and things. It's just a fun place to go to, and the field up there, they do a good job trying to keep it up. But if you ever get up there and it's a rain game, that place is just a mud hole, and it's not a lot of fun to play on. I've been there many years ago and played on that, but it should be a great game Friday night.
Kids playing well right now for Hampton.
Well, this past Friday night, J.J. McAloy, he ended up as a one-star on the 5 guys they picked for the press and Kingsport newspaper there. J.J. had a pick 6 for a touchdown, also another reception for a touchdown. Just playing better. I think our kids are getting more into the flow of the game together. We've struggled with a lot of injury this year, and all teams do, but trying to find their identity. Dylan Trivet is the leader of the bunch and things at the quarterback position. Dylan, I think he was 9 for 11 for about 125 yards down there, a couple of touchdown passes. Dominic Burleson's been running the ball well. He actually returned the opening kickoff down there Friday night for a touchdown. Kind of got us rolling in a hurry, and we get up 2 or 3 scores, and it really. If you get up on a team like that too, that's not having as much success in the year, sometimes you're able to kind of put the foot on the gas a little bit better. Peyton Townsend, Peyton's been running the ball well. Peyton had a couple touchdowns down there as well. Boys, the big fellas up front are playing a little bit better. You're going to do how your line plays no matter what. You can have all the athletes you want to on the outside, the receivers, but if the quarterback doesn't have time, if there's not the holes for the running backs to hit, it doesn't matter. And just proud of the effort that the boys are just continuing to put in. And as the old saying goes, all these are practice games if you can just get yourself ready for the playoffs anyway.
Michael Stansberry says, "Get to work, Fritz." So there you go.
I'm telling you, I will be back in about 35 minutes.
Yeah. So you just got told on, didn't you?
I'm telling you.
Called out by Michael Stansberry. So Cyclones again. Tia Duggar coming up again this afternoon, as we told you, against Liberty Bell. So we'll go on air with the broadcast at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. As in, of course, it's going to be a busy night tomorrow night for high school football across the region. It's hard to believe this is going to be week number 5 for some, 6 for others, right?
Right. I think it goes as week 6.
Week 6.
Yeah, because they do 11 weeks now. Because they used to say it was week 0 before there for a while, and finally got out of the week 0 stuff on that.
So we wait forever to get these seasons started, and you look up, and here we are on some past the halfway point of the season so far. So it's interesting.
So we got the middle school team tonight. I can't remember who they play tonight. They play at 6 o'clock at Hampton up there at J.C. Campbell Stadium. They're taking their undefeated record as well on tonight. So anybody come out and watch those kids at 6 o'clock tonight. It's a good time to get out and support them as well. Just like you're talking about the middle school down here at Tia Duggar, that's your feeder programs, and that's get out and support them as much as you can, even your youth club teams. We had a big game this past Saturday with I think Jonathan Street. They said I think maybe Terrence Turner and some of the other ones, Coach Elizabeth and team down there. I thought Sean was one of the ones that was told, but it would not. But played our little undefeated team, and we kind of took one on the chin, 31-7. But it's little thing to get back and get motivated and see if we can't make it back to a championship game and play that little team again. Little grass cutters there.
It's all about the kids. It's all about the feeder system. So much like Elizabethton, so they've got the junior Bulldogs, then Hampton Middle, now the high school, right?
That's right.
So you got a 3-tier to get these kids ready for the football team for Coach Lunsford. So.
And I think one of the things that helps, though, too, is probably like Elizabethton. They start running variation of the systems they run in high school at that youth level. And, you know, when you're running those same systems and you just work your way up with it, it just works so well. And, you know, it's not like a second language to them whenever you're talking the terminology and things. It's just, you know, we're just lucky on that part of things.
Good. You guys had homecoming yet?
We have not. You know, we're kind of like you all. We're on the road here a little bit for a couple of weeks. We don't have homecoming for another, I think it's 2 to 3 weeks here. We're out as far as homecoming because we're on the road. Next week we go to Eagleton, and then I believe we're off a week, and then we're back at home. We've got West Green to finish up. We've got West Green, South Green is the last game, and I can't remember who the other one thrown in there is off the top of my head right now.
Yeah. We're talking to Robbie again, talking Hampton sports. I'm going to get his pick on some of these college games coming up in a minute. So you got a horse pull coming up in October, is that right?
So
this is neat.
So for the Bulldog Booster Club basketball team, one of the kids that plays for us, Tuff Robinson, his dad and their family, they do these horse pulls, and it's kind of like a tractor pull, but the horses are the ones that pull them. You know, and the amount of weight is thousands of pounds that these horses can pull. It's just a phenomenal thing. I really hadn't seen much of it till we started talking about hosting one, and got the Blue Ridge Horse Pullers Association. They're wanting to let us host one. It's more of like a special event kind of thing, just a one-off for that. But we're going to have hopefully between 14, 16 teams worth of horse pulling, and they've got heavies and lights, and like heavies is like 3,400 pounds or over is what those are on that. But we're really looking forward to it. It's on October the 14th, and it's off Rittertown Road at the Tree Farm. There is where you'll turn into there. It's $5 a person. Bring your chair, come out, and then just enjoy an afternoon worth of that.
It's almost like a tug of war. Is that what it is?
I don't know. They've actually
They just go against weight.
They just go against weight.
Okay.
Each horse.
I got you.
They have a team of horses that'll be hooked up. So it's 2 horses, and they're hooked up to the weight.
Almost like drags and Bristol. They pull against each other.
Not pulling each other, just one at a time. So
I got you.
It's about how long it takes you and about the distance you get and the weight you get.
So I'm going to I'll put 500 pounds back on this sled. My horse takes off and goes 20 feet. Robbie's put the same weight on. He goes 35 feet. He wins.
Right.
Moves on to the next round.
Yep.
I got you. Okay.
It's so
cool.
it'll be like I said, we kind of thinking outside the box. We like to do some different things and stuff, and it's just exciting to try something different.
I like that.
Like that. So it's exciting.
So have y'all had your bean supper yet?
We did. It was very successful. Had that. You know, it was during the Happy Valley game, and the weather though was atrocious before the game, but had a real good turnout. Had a lot of people come through and things. You know, that game there was. I think you all were down kind of maybe Morristown, something, or Cherokee or
somewhere. But I'd have been there.
Yeah, no, because
that was the night of the Lightning.
Yeah, it was the night of the Lightning. We got lucky and got our game in. Didn't have any issues and stuff. But there were so many other places that had so many issues with the weather there. But and then another thing we got coming up, we've got our fall festival is on September the 30th at Hampton High School from 4 to 9. Come out. It's $5 to get in. We're going to have several vendors there, inflatables for the kids. Have a dunk booth. We're going to have pie throwing, whip topping. You can come in and, you know, even Coach Smith get up there and throw some pie at him and some things. We had a phenomenal turnout last year when we had it. Had a great time with it. Coach Mike Matheson really headed this up. Him and his daughter Michaela, they really spearhead this fundraiser for the boys, and it's just a great time and a great evening. We'll have Taco 51 will be there serving up tacos, and also have Sugar Daddies there serving up sweet treats outside. So
Sugar Daddies?
Sugar Daddies. It's a new food truck around. They've got donuts and ices and lemonades, and got some kind of banana pudding deal with donuts in it, and it's
that sounds
like
good.
It's like in a cup, so it looks you know, for a pretty good sized fellow like me, anybody, you know, we might have to come in here and get some diabetic medicine here at Lingerfeld Pharmacy to help out, because that'll put you in a diabetic coma maybe.
I love it. So if you're all right, I'm going to ask you this. We talked about the weather canceling these games. We all know what happened with the Cyclones and Daniel Boone and so on and so forth. So if you're I'm going to put you in charge of the TSSAA. what would you do? Because there's no guarantee we're not going to have more bad weather between now and the end of the season. Either be snow or but even bad. It's inclement weather season for hurricanes, and sometimes they come up here and cause storms, what have you. So we need to have something in place. If you're the TSSAA, what would be your ruling?
My thing is, first, if it's a conference game, you need to get it done as quickly as possible for the conference games. If they're an out-of-conference game, I have no problem they'll play it on Sunday afternoons. I hate that, but I feel like, moving a game to Saturday is not a huge deal. I also think maybe we should be looking ahead. When you can tell the weather's coming and things, there's no reason to have teams driving 2+ hours and putting everybody in jeopardy. The kids' safety is the first thing. But, if you've scheduled a game, don't look for the easy way out. That's my thing on it. I feel like when you schedule that game, you didn't want the out to begin with. So if you're wanting to set up and play it, then play it. But the TSSAA, I think there also should be, if they're going to cancel it, there should be a financial part of things that come back. And I'm not sure what happened with the Elizabethan and Daniel Boone deal there. I don't know if there was money that ended up saying to try to cover things. But, you've talked about it on this show. When you only have so many games of which to try to raise money for the organizations that run these concession stands, sell things on the side, it's like the Booster Club. We sell ices up there at the football games. You can take several $100s away from an organization in a hurry, or several thousand if you're the ones running the concession stand. The amount of money, those games are when you've only got 5, you're guaranteed, and this year you all only guaranteed 4 because of the way the schedule was. Then you take another one out, and then you're down to 3.
Down to 3. Yep.
That's you take away 40% of what you could make.
And this. Everybody knows this. Football's the money cow in high school sports. So you cancel a football game, there's a lot of moving parts that pay the price when you can't have a game.
Well, it's not just, and it is, and it's like you look though at the restaurants like here downtown. You got Dino's, you've got different places around, the Chick-fil-A's, the Pizza Inns, the Black Olives, all those restaurants around Elizabethton that people go eat at, Applebee's and things, that suffer when that game's not there. It's like we went over to Kickback Jack's, the Austin Peay game, and I seen at least 8 people in there that was people from Elizabethton that didn't go to Applebee's because Applebee's wasn't able to show the game, I guess ESPN Plus or whatever. But they had to come over there to go watch a ball game, so wanted to come out and watch it. But I'm not a Tennessee football fan. We've talked about that. But business-wise, for our state, our county, our fellow people around us, if Tennessee football does well, businesses do well, though, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing, though, too. You have to, it's all about the economics on things, though, too, on that.
Chris Barber says hello.
Oh, Chris. They're headed to Chris helps Chris Van Dyke and them. They've got the Martinsville late model races this Saturday.
Oh, Chris Van Dyke?
Chris is going to,
the boy can drive a car now.
Yeah, he's been helping the crew chief and a guy, Tyler Matthews, this year, and Tyler has won several races with Chris. He's rented out the car from Chris and stuff, and has done a great job this season. But Chris is actually hopping behind the wheel, and I'm actually making the trek up to Martinsville. There's a couple of us. We're going up Saturday afternoon and watch. It's the granddaddy of late model races. So wish Chris Van Dyke good luck and safe this weekend and things. But looking forward to that.
He can drive a car.
Yes, sir.
All right, I got 5 college games. I want you to tell me who you think is going to win before I let you go here. Of course, you like the Hurricanes.
I'm a Hurricanes fan.
That ain't gold.
We've got another Van Dyke there. Tyler Van Dyke's a quarterback. He's played pretty well so far. We've got about 820 yards passing. He's had 8 or 9 touchdown passes so far and only 1 interception. Last season he only had 1 intercept or 10 passes for touchdowns the entire season. He's already got 8. It's going to be a different game up there this week. They're going to Temple this week. I don't know if you've seen Temple's interim director that was the president of the school. She passed away unexpectedly this week. She was actually at a function and collapsed and ended up passing away. So prayers to those people up there. That's a tough deal.
That puts it in perspective, doesn't it?
It does, in a hurry.
He says, see you there, Rob. So that's what Chris Barber tells us.
Will do.
All right, Florida State, 4th-ranked Florida State at Clemson. Who gets that one?
So I really think Florida State does. But how long has it been in this ball game that Clemson hasn't been ranked?
That's a good point. Great point.
Florida State, they're back up on the rise and things. It's just good when Florida State is a good football club. They've been back on the rise, but I really do feel like Florida State. I know a lot of people might think if it been in Clemson, it's going to be different, but I say Florida State by probably at least 10.
15th ranked Ole Miss and number 13 Alabama.
I know Lane Kiffin always likes to poke the bear.
He's already doing it this
and
week.
And he has been. And the Ty Simpson kid that we played down the state championship game with Hampton, he's one of the ones there, and he's a phenomenal quarterback. But it's a different level at the SEC level, and at that high level. I really do feel like Ole Miss gets him here. They get Nick Saban and
Get an upset, huh?
Yeah, and Lane Kiffin's going to be smiling all the way back.
Because they played that one in Tuscaloosa.
Yep.
All right, a couple of more. 19th ranked Colorado, number 10 Oregon. Who gets that one?
So my heart wants to say Dion and his bunch will win, but I really feel like this is their first slip up of the year, and I feel like Oregon takes the win there.
Number 6 Ohio State and number 9 Notre Dame.
I will tell you, if Ohio State was playing ISIS, I would almost have to pull for ISIS. So
I got you.
So they're going into the Catholic cathedral there and things. I want Notre Dame. I hope and pray, and really do there.
Virginia Tech and Marshall.
I know you're a Marshall guy, and I
Yeah.
think, and I think Virginia Tech. I think they're ripe for the picking. It'd be a good upset on that one, and
Good thing to say when you're the Marshall guys running the show. That's good.
That's true.
But if he thought Virginia Tech would, he would go with that, and I'd go with it too. That's what he thought. So
I really do think Marshall picks the upset here.
thanks for coming, sir.
No, thank you.
As
Appreciate
always.
the opportunity to talk about the Bulldogs.
Oh, absolutely. So, and by the way, C.Y. Peters got a new book out about Coach Jerry White. He was just here earlier, and so we're going to promote that for him. We're going to get that book and promote that
Most certainly.
because what a class act. He watches every day, watches the show. He's very kind in his comments about what we do here. So, Coach White, deservedly so, gets the book written about him. And C.Y. Peters, they're on sale up at the Eagle Center where Tammy was. Came down here earlier in the show, so they've got him up there for $19.95. The book on Coach Jerry White and the Hampton Bulldogs and his legacy. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're live here again. We're on the road at Lingerfield Drug Center in downtown Elizabeth. And thanks to Robbie Fritz, talking Hampton Bulldog sports.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
Is a 3-story antique mall, huge. We have like over 50,000 square feet and over 50 different vendors, all kind of with their own little niche. It sort of feels like walking back into the past.
Amen.
You can see things from all decades. We have glassware and kitchen things, and then we also have tools and jars and bottles and lots of sports memorabilia, even the local Elizabethton. Some of the local guys who were here, Jason Witten, there's some of his cards and different items in there as well.
Hours are open at Duck Crossing.
We're open 11 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, and then 10 to 6 on Saturdays. We stay open later whenever they have the car shows on Saturday nights or for the First Friday events.
Yep. Social media, how do we find you?
We are on Facebook at Duck Crossing Elizabethton, and then on Instagram we are Duck Crossing Antiques.
Yep. One of our sponsors is Cyclone Sports. Got to check them out. I buy stuff there all the time. Mystic House and the good folks at Duck Crossing Antique Mall in downtown Elizabethton.
Hey, I'm Elizabeth, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is the collab of flavors, the sweet honey, the pickled jalapeno peppers, and the creamy pimento cheese. It is a perfect bite.
Hey y'all, this is Ronte, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is the richness of the pimento cheese. When I took a first bite, I was like, go, go, go cheese, go pimento, go honey, go chicken, go, go, go get it.
You have? You have sung the see here. I've already learned something about this lady. She has sung the where'd you sing the national anthem?
I sang it at my middle school.
At
a
middle
basketball
school?
Game.
All right.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. You don't like the Raiders? What's wrong with the what? This interview depends on whether you like the Raiders or not, because you won't be on. She doesn't. She likes the Eagles. We can live that. But if you don't like the Raiders, that hurts. That's like taking a steak and hitting me right here. What's your first name? Lucy. Thank you. Okay, that's good. All right. We're here live talking to the Milligan University flag football ladies who stopped by. Coach Whitten set this up. He's going to join us here in a minute. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good.
Good.
Have you ever done this before?
I have not.
All right, maiden voyage. It's cool. But you have sung the national anthem.
I have, yes.
Was that nerve-wracking?
Yeah, it was a little scary.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Is this nerve-wracking?
No.
No,
No,
gosh,
it's just
no.
fun.
Nah, we're just. So you like the Eagles?
I do.
Who's your favorite player? Jalen Hurts? No?
Maybe.
Okay. Okay. All
I
right.
guess I have to say so.
Yeah. So she's from Philly by way of Cummings, Georgia, and now she's at Milligan University
Yes, sir.
playing flag football.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
It's lots of fun.
You looking forward to it?
Oh, I am.
No?
The season's going to be lots of fun.
We're
We got a
gonna-
good coach.
Yes. You like the coach?
Yeah, I
He's
do.
pretty good, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
Is he pretty motivating? Does he get you
yeah.
fired up?
Oh, yeah, he'll get you fired up.
There you go.
Mhm.
We're going to stream some of your games this year. We're very excited about that. So what uniform number will you have on?
I'm going to have number 13.
Number 13. Tell us your position. Tell us a little bit about you playing flag football.
Well, I can play any position, but coming here, I think I'm going to be at safety for a good bit of time. I can throw a little bit as well, and I'll probably be some sort of receiver, inside, outside. Doesn't matter.
How did you find out about Milligan University?
Coach Whitten, actually. He came out to my high school, and, you know, he wanted to say hi, and he said hi, got my number, and then the recruiting process started from there, and I was like, I'm sold once I saw the campus.
You came to the campus. It sells itself, doesn't
I
it?
did. Yeah, it did.
Oh,
It's
it's
very
gorgeous.
beautiful.
It is beautiful. Yep. So flag football, crank it up. It's the fastest growing sport in America, he tells me. So you have played it. Did you play down in high school?
I did. I played. This is going to be my 5th season.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So for folks out there who have no clue about flag football, what's the cool part about it? What's the selling point about it?
A cool part is that it's a non-contact contact sport. So you're supposed to, you know, only pull flags, no tackles, but, you know, we all get dirty on the field. So it just turns into a big aggressive game for the ball, and it's a lot of fun.
Do girls trash talk?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, do they really?
Oh, yeah.
Do they really?
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. You'll get a few shoulder dips and elbow kicks and everything.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So you just may walk by somebody and just pop you and
Well,
so,
you know, when the ball's snapped, there's no telling what somebody's going to do.
really?
Yeah.
So we're not like, do they do this stuff? They get real snarky and point fingers and all that?
They'll talk under their breath a little bit. A little bit. They'll be like, yo, number 13. I'm like,
I
"Oh,
love
not
it. Girls talk trash. I didn't know that.
Oh,
They
yeah.
talk. She talks a little trash, too. She's talking. 13's talking. She what? Oh, you've seen her play? She talks it? Coach Whitten's going to be here in a minute. So he says, I've seen you play. You talk a little trash. You do a little shoulder dips, what you said?
Yeah.
That's cool.
As long
All
as you
right.
don't get the whistle called, you're good.
Wow. They're snarky. I like it. So we get on the field, we can sometimes get a little dirty. So that's okay. I understand. But we're excited about this. Really are, because it's coming up. It's a spring sport. So what are you guys doing right now to get ready?
Off-season training. I think 5 out of the 7 days of the week. Yep. We have team practice, I think 2 or 3 times a week, and then, you know, just lifting weights and all that stuff, staying on top of things.
Excited?
I am excited.
Yeah,
The
you look-
training's already been fun, so I can't wait until we get in season.
Get after it.
Mhm.
Yeah. You got a great coach, I can tell you that. If there's
Oh, I know.
If anybody's going to turn this thing around, of course, it's really not been turned around. It's in its maiden voyage, but if anybody can grow it, Ryan Whitten's going to grow it, I promise you.
Oh, I think he is.
Yeah.
We can already tell. I mean, they went from a team of like 6, I think. Now we have 25. So.
Really?
Oh yeah, we're killing
He's
it.
quadrupled the team.
Yeah,
so.
he did.
And the girls they're
Oh,
listening,
good.
aren't they?
Yeah, we got good competition with each other. It's good on good.
You're
so.
dialed into him too. Your name again is
Abby Lynn Laprice.
Abby Lynn Laprice from Cummins, Georgia. Now Milligan University. What are you majoring in?
Business management.
So what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to open my own gym and a surf shop.
A surf shop and a
And a
gym.
gym.
Now, do they surf in Cummings, Georgia?
No, I'd probably move or put it somewhere in Florida.
Did you surf? You don't surf in Philly either, did you?
No, not
No.
really in Philly. That's
No.
more of just like sightseeing city
Yeah.
stuff. But
I'm being silly, so because I know it's inland. But when you go surfing on the beach, what beach do you go to?
well, I go where my family stays in Myrtle Beach, South
Myrtle
Carolina.
Beach? Yeah,
Myrtle's
cool.
Inlet area. It's a small little town, but we can wake surf and stuff like that at home on the lake.
Really?
So,
Neat stuff.
Yeah.
Number 13, position again is?
Wide receiver and safety.
Good job. Will you come back and do it again?
Yes, sir.
All right, come back and do it again.
Thanks for having
Bring
me.
the lady in who doesn't like the Raiders. I don't know. Do I even have her on the show?
Kiara.
What am I doing? Why do I have her on the show? So she wants to come be on the show, and she doesn't like the Raiders. So, and I love the Raiders. They can't play dead, but I love the Raiders. So.
Hey, I went to a Raiders game if it makes you feel better.
You did?
I have.
You've gone to the Raiders game?
Yes, I have.
All right.
Sat four rows away from the field.
The field?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, are you a Raiders fan? You're not. I mean, your father's a Raiders fan, right?
Yes.
All right. So, tell everybody who you are.
I'm Kiara. I play flag football for Coach Witten at Milligan.
And where are you from?
I'm from Las Vegas.
You are from
Nevada.
Vegas. Okay. So, do you go to the when the NASCAR's in town? Do you go to it?
I actually have never been to NASCAR. I was supposed to do it once, but then it got canceled, so I
It
never
didn't
got
go.
to go.
Yeah. All right. How did you? Is it Kiara again?
Kiara.
Kiara. I'm sorry.
No, you're
How did Kiara get from Las Vegas to Milligan University? That's a long way.
That is a 29-hour drive, yes.
Mhm.
I drove here, but I played flag for the last 2 years of high school, and Coach reached out to me, and he was like, hey, like, you know, I'm building the program up or whatever. And I was like, okay, like, that's pretty cool, because I had a couple offers before him. And then, we did, like, a whole Zoom call and everything. And, like, after, like, meeting him, that's kind of, like, what made me, like, want to come here is because he has such, like, good energy. And everything about him just drew me to his program. And just what he was trying to build made me want to be a part of it because, you know, flag has become a big part of my life when I started playing it again, because I stopped for a couple years and then I started doing it again, and I ended up being 4th in the nation my first year back. So
4th in the nation.
Yes.
Awesome. Now, Vegas is a huge town. We know that. So you go from a big town like Vegas down to a little tiny place like Elizabeth and Tri-Cities and Milligan. What's your impression of this place?
I mean, I feel like I like it better because, like, it's different. Like, definitely the scenery is much more beautiful. Like, in Vegas, it's dry, it's dirt. Here, it's just green, it's humid here, you know. I feel like I like it better because of the environment, especially, like, meeting new people and getting to be somewhere else. Because I lived in Vegas my whole life, and I never went anywhere else besides, like, anywhere close to Vegas, so, yeah.
You get to be on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Now, they can watch us out there live in Vegas, or you can turn around and like it and share it to someone out there. Your dad lives out there?
Yes, all my family lives out there.
Yeah, so, and they are Raiders fans. That's cool. So, there's not many of us out there anymore because we don't play very well, but she says, my dad likes the Raiders, but I don't. Now, who's your favorite team?
I don't have a favorite team. I just watch football.
Okay, you just like it. So, what position do you play for Milligan on flag football?
Coach hasn't given us a position yet, but what I did play in high school was wide receiver and linebacker.
Wide receiver and linebacker. So, tell me in flag football the responsibilities of a linebacker, which differs obviously in tackle football that we see around here. So, the linebacker, how's she differ than a regular linebacker in a regular football game?
I wouldn't say there's much of a difference. You know, we all play zone. We play zone just like regular football does, you know. And it's just more of like how you break up the field, because there is only 7 of us, you know. In a regular football game, there's what, 11? So it's like it's bigger. We have a smaller field, but we have to break it up more evenly because like of how much of us there is, you know. If one person doesn't do their job, you know, it all goes downhill. You know?
You're in trouble.
So a lot of the time we would play cover 300, so it was like, or cover 3. So I would have to usually cover the flat. That's usually what the corner does. But we would drop the corner, and I would end up playing flat anyway. So it's like I have all of left field, and then middle linebacker has all of middle field, and then right linebacker has all of right field. So it was kind of just like broken up into pieces for all of us to cover our zone.
You were talking to Coach over there. You didn't hear, so I was asking your buddy or your teammate, do girls talk trash? And she said absolutely. So you guys talk a little smack?
Of course,
Okay.
always.
All right. So point fingers? Do any finger pointing?
No, it's more of like we speak to each other. We make it known that we have, you know, a problem with each other. Like,
Gotcha.
we say it. We don't do little stuff like that. You know, we say
It's like
it.
under your breath is like, I don't like you. And I don't like you either. So.
No, it's not under the breath. We
tell it?
verbal.
We tell it. Gotcha.
Yes.
Well, I'm excited. We're going to stream some of the games. We're working out with Milligan to do that. So we're going to be able to live stream the video and audio. So your number is what?
88.
88. And what are you majoring in, ma'am?
Biology.
Biology. So when you graduate, you want to teach it, or what do you want to do when you get your degree?
I want to become a physical therapist. So after I finish my biology degree, I'm gonna go to a DPT program to get my physical therapist degree.
Awesome. We're glad you're here. How many years of eligibility do you have?
I believe 4.
Yeah, 4. So you're a freshman.
Yes.
I forgot to ask her, what year is she?
She's a freshman as well.
She's a freshman as well. All right. So you got 2 freshmen in here, one from Georgia by way of Philadelphia and one from Las Vegas, coming to Milligan University to play flag football for Ryan Witten. So good job. Tell everybody one more time who you are.
I'm Kiara.
Kiara, number 88.
Yes.
Milligan University Lady Buffalo flag football. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, yeah. It's awesome. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back. He's here. I want to get him in, too. I want to talk to Coach Witten. We got a big football game today coming up, so we'll do that right after this. We're live here at the Lingerfield Drug Center. Then Dr. Carter comes back to wrap it up. We'll be right back after this from the good folks at the Jewelers Bench. Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. What all do you have here at the Jewelers Bench?
So we carry an assortment of items. We've got Watchwise, G-Shock, Bearing, Citizens, Pearl-Wise. We do Imperial Pearl. I get some from a company called AGI, really great company. Diamonds, we do all kinds from Shaw Diamonds. We have lab-grown diamonds, Pandora. Do carry Classic Imports, which is sterling silver items, and then Sterling Reputation, that's sterling silver items. PRO is sterling silver, diamond, 14 karat yellow gold. Spotto watch bands, stuff from Equity Diamonds, just a wider range.
Jewelry repair, do a lot of that, of course. And jewelry cleaning, all that available here again as we are here at the Jewelers Bench. And so social media, how do we find you?
So Facebook and Instagram, and then website is jewelersbenchtn.com.
One of our great sponsors, Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show, the great folks at the Jewelers Bench. They're kind of goofy, aren't they? I like it.
They're ready to go.
Yeah, they're college
They're
girls.
ready to go.
Yeah, they are ready to go.
Yes.
So kudos to you. I think it's Annie, right? First one?
Abby Lynn.
I'm sorry, Abby Lynn.
Yep.
Abby said you had 6. Now you got 25 girls on the team. So you've quadrupled your team. You got them from Philly. You got them from Vegas. And so is it hard to sell Milligan? I mean,
no, I don't.
The name's out there, isn't
it? The name is out there. I think the good thing is the people, the athletes that we have on our team that, first, Milligan's really tough educationally, but with the people who can play flag football, I think our degree is really high up there. So Milligan sells itself, but I just think that all the athletes that decided to come, we made a connection. Most of them I saw play live, and they were just willing to, I don't know what they saw in me or the university, or they like orange and black or what, but we're very blessed to have the athletes decide to come to commit to play at Milligan. And since they've gotten here, they've gotten so much better. They've done everything I've asked them to do. They've really changed the way they work. They've changed the way they really like play ball. I think they're pretty good friends, for the most part. I tell them all the time, I don't care if you like each other outside the lines, as long as you care about each other inside the lines.
That's it.
So it is pretty cool to see every athlete from all over the world, and we had an athlete the other day commit from Alaska, so it's pretty awesome to see, and it's pretty awesome to see them improve. And it's the cool thing about, for me, how I coach, like I want to develop a relationship with them individually as well, but at the same time I'm responsible for the team and the program, and me and Sean and all of us guys that are the coaches, like it starts and stops with me, so I got to talk the talk and walk the walk, and I want them to believe in what we're doing.
Leaders lead.
Leaders lead, yes sir.
Absolutely. So they are here, and so you got them lifting weights and the conditioning. So when's the official? By the way, how did you go see these girls play? How do you have time? You got Whitten Huddle. You're coaching T.A. Duggar. I mean, this guy's everywhere.
Yeah.
How did you have time to get in the car and go watch them play? I guess you did.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them send me film. Like Kiara sent me just film and highlights, and so I tell you what I got it with Kiara. She sent me a picture. We do these posters when they're being recruited at Milligan does, their technology department, and she sent me this poster, and she's in a linebacker like stance, like Brian Earl, like I'm talking like, and I had like war paint and mouthpiece, and I was just like, I need her on our team. You know what I'm saying?
That's scary.
That's scary.
We want her on. She's
and then
bad.
Abilene, I got to go down and see her play like last year. It was around this time last year. We were getting ready to play Volunteer, and they had the state champions come and play it at her facility, at her school. So I just jumped in the car after practice. Coach Sean said, get on out of here. And I jumped in the car and got down there and was able to watch her play live. And then, just met her family. And then she came up and visited. And then next thing you know, she decided to come. And so for all the athletes that commit, forever grateful, just for them to have the faith and just the confidence in me to decide that, hey, I'm gonna jump in a car or jump in an airplane and come and play football for Milligan University. That's big time. So
absolutely,
it's just really exciting. And then I think it just kind of grew, and I think they have like a group message amongst themselves, and they probably call me bad names amongst there, but that's okay. And just they continue to grow, and it just the aura kind of kept on building. And I think it's an awesome opportunity. Now we got to continue to do the work, and the talk will stop when we hit the field inside the lines. People are gonna want to beat us, and people are gonna want to not only just beat us, they're gonna want to punk us a little bit. So we just got to make sure that our work is on key, and we represent our university and our community. And I tell them all the time, like I want a product on the field that our families and their families and our community and their communities can be proud of. I want them to be out there and fight and dig and work hard and all the things that we do for Cyclones. I think we can do that for the Milligan Bucks as well.
Absolutely. So Baker says, hey, Coach, fired up for tonight. We'll talk about that in a minute. Diane McKinney, hello to you. Everett Wagner, Jason Blevins says Ryan's the man.
Yeah.
And then Jonathan and Kim Morton. So you take these two ladies over here.
Yeah.
All right. You're in a program that's just getting started.
Yes,
so
sir.
In fact, she said some other guys, Kiara said some other folks to talk to her. So you're selling your program on a program's not really even got going yet. So what a tribute to you. And then once, I think Abby Lynn said once she drove on campus, it sold itself, and it does. Milligan's beautiful. So kudos to you. And, of course, Christian Pope, the athletic director, doing phenomenal things. Just got a check from Food City Tuesday for $15,000 to help upgrade the facility. So really doing some neat stuff at Milligan University, including adding flag football and adding Ryan Whitten. So
I don't know about that. We'll see. But Forrest Holt's done an amazing job. He's allowed us to use the facilities there. We practice all the time. We use the Elizabeth High School facilities. Star Fitness, we work out there every single day. So it's been, I think that helps sell. What flag football organization, university has their own facility like Star Fitness, so, and then being able to, I think it's cool, like just right over there, we were talking about how I got to coach and everything, so it's a little backstory, they get to, like Tuesday night, we worked out on the Dave Ryder field, like the tradition of my granddad and just, how it all goes. I told my wife last night, the good thing is it's football, I'm not going from sport to sport. So that's easy. It's the same language and they've adjusted really, really well to me. And then we just continue to build and continue to improve. And then next thing you know, it'll be February 24th and we'll be lining up to play for real.
So when does practice officially start?
Well, we're allowed to do like 2 hours of ball every week, and then when they go to after Christmas break, when they come back, it'll be on like January 9th ish. Yeah.
So they go open Christmas presents and come back and go.
Yep.
It's
on.
Yeah. It's hammer time.
Yeah. So we'll travel. We'll play teams in Florida. There's 24 teams that are universities that are competing this year. It's been offered to HBCUs through the NCAA, and then there's a few schools in Division III up in the Northeast that have decided to take it on. So, the travel is the tough thing, because on a Tuesday night we'll have to drive to Campbellsville, Kentucky, or Reinhardt, Georgia. But the basketball teams are doing it, the baseball team. So Milligan's made the commitment to do that, and it's exciting. And we'll just continue, and hopefully, they'll get their degrees. In 4 years, we'll have a long-lasting relationship, and who knows what the future holds for these young athletes and our program.
One's business administration. One's going to be a biology major. Is a biology major. So. Neat stuff. It's Milligan University flag football. They're going to play some of the games at the bank, right?
Oh yeah, the home games will be at Citizens Bank Stadium, and so that'll be exciting. Hopefully you can stream some. We'll get Rick on some music and invite the fans, and it'll be more of a football feel where the fans can see down. We'll get it streamed from the up top, so all their families will be able to see that, and it's going to be exciting. I'll have chill bumps already, so it'll be exciting. And then I will say, most all our athletes, and these two in particular, but they've done everything that I've asked them to do. Even coming to the show today, they said, Coach, I'll be here. So every time I text them, they're like, yes, Coach. So it's pretty cool to have athletes like that on your team.
The right attitude, the winning attitude.
Yep.
All right, well, we'll switch gears. We got a football game this afternoon.
Yeah,
we hit this right here and let him catch his breath. We'll come right back, and we'll talk about this right here, T.A. Duggar football. This Thursday night, it's exciting, undefeated T.A. Duggar Cyclone football. This is Tom Taylor inviting you to join us at Citizens Bank Stadium this coming Thursday as the Liberty Bell Patriots come to town for a 5:30 kickoff. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. It's a blackout for the Cyclone Nation. Join us this coming Thursday night. T.A. Duggar undefeated taking on the Liberty Bell Patriots. Airtime at 5:15 this Thursday here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Cyclones! He's back, and that's what we're doing at 5:15 today. Kickoff at 5:30. Streaming middle school football.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable the response we get across the country. I mean, it really is, and Mr. Valentine was up there the other night talking at the pep rally and said, T.A. Duggar Middle School, the band's going to play today. 200 kids in the middle school band.
Yeah.
The football team's got over 80 kids. And you got Liberty Bell coming to town. It's a phenomenal program from Johnson City. They got us pretty good last year, 42, 44, something like that to nothing. So today's date's been circled for a year, and it's been circled for them. It's a great rival. We know if you're from out of town, the T.A. Duggar kids go to Elizabethton ultimately, and the Liberty Bell will go to Science Hills. That's a rivalry in of itself. So, big game today, sir.
Yeah, it is. It's a big game. This is why you do the spring practice. This is why you work out early in the mornings in the summer. This is why you lift all the weights. This is why you run all the sprints. It's for the opportunity to play on a big stage. With as an underdog role, in sports, you're the champ until somebody knocks you off. And so, they come over here, they're not having the season they had last year, which, you hate to see that, but, it doesn't matter to us. When anytime Johnson City comes to town, doesn't matter who you're playing, doesn't matter what you're playing, marbles. Even the coach before just a minute ago, Hampton, referred to, anytime Johnson City comes down, you want to beat them. Mm-hmm. So, they got a great coaching staff. They got a remarkable young kids. Obviously, they went undefeated, or they won the conference last year. So our kids are ready. Had a great week of practice. Our kids continue to improve. We're running the ball a little bit better with Legend, and our offensive line is kind of gelled, and like Calix Daughtery and Jacob Clevenger and Lennox Loveday are our H-backs, tight ends, and we asked them to do a lot. We asked them to move around and block skill guys a lot of times. So they've really kind of settled in, and we're at game 6, and I think we've outscored our opponents 200 to 12.
Yeah.
And so our defense has played really good. We've never really been threatened on the defensive side of the ball, which allows us on offense to kind of do some things that'll get those guys ready for high school football. And I think that's at the end of the game. That's what our end goal is we want to, we want to win, obviously, and we want to continue the tradition that we've set. But we also want to get those guys now towards the end of the season. We got to start transitioning and to those 8th graders to high school football and make sure they're ready and that their tool belt's full of the tools they'll need to help coach next year.
I had Coach on Tuesday. We were at Double C Western Supply. We were talking about the Tia Duggar football team. I said, look, you know how it is. I said, look forward to the 8th graders coming up next year. And he went, yeah. Yeah. Like, what do you think? Yeah, because they're loaded. A lot of talent.
Yes, sir.
A lot of talent.
Yeah, we got a lot of good kids. Brandon Blevins has done a remarkable job of keeping these guys together they started out, a lot of the guys have played 8 or 9 years of Cyclone football, so, you had a good core, and then you may lose a few off that core, but the ones that jump into the core know what the standard is, and that's pretty cool to see. Like the guys that have Cooper Green and Logan Bowling and Riley Greer, guys that jumped in when they got to middle school. There's two paths about playing football. You can start early at early age and continue to play, or you can jump in about middle school and join the team and continue to grow. Obviously, the piece of the pie and your role increases as you get older. But we're super excited about the game tonight. We're blackout, brand new uniforms that our touchdown club provided, so we're excited about bringing those out and the band, and it's just a unique atmosphere at Citizens Bank Stadium, and for our kids to be able to play there tonight, it's going to be big time.
Talk about tomorrow night too. Let's catch you before you got to take off here. Tomorrow night we go to Sullivan East, the high school.
Right.
Another good test for the football team.
Right. They're chirping a little bit about how they're going to, they want to compete for a conference title, and that's good. That's what we're chirping over there at Milligan. We want to compete at a high level as well. So, we want to go over there. It's a good task. It's going to be tough for our secondary. It's going to be a good challenge for our secondary. Be a good challenge for our linebackers playing in space. We'll have to ball control a little bit because, we don't want to give them the ball back so quick. They look like Texas Tech with their splits and their linemen. But I think our guys will go over there. We're road warriors by now. If we haven't figured out how to play on the road by now, we're in trouble.
We're in trouble. Yeah.
And I know a lot of people in Elizabeth are worried, hey, can't wait for us to get home. But it is what it is. And if anybody wants to play in the future, you're free to send us a message. But it'll be another tough task. But our guys will be ready. We practice right across from them, and I hear Coach talking, all the coaches talking, there's a good thing bowling over there. It's really, really exciting to be a part of the orange and black, and I just appreciate everybody allowing me to have the best seat in the house on the sidelines every Friday night, and with these ladies, and every Thursday night. So appreciate all the support.
The Cyclone train's rolling, isn't it?
Yeah, Cyclone train's exciting, gives you cold chills. It's cool. It's game day every day for me, so it's awesome. I love it. Yeah.
So what are the numbers, Tia Duggar, over the last how many years? What's the record?
I know he's keeping up, but it's 75 and 17.
75 and 17 over the
11
last
years.
11 years.
Yeah, 75 and 17. Yeah, so a lot of winning, a lot of good kids, a lot of good parents, a lot of good grandparents, a lot of good support roles. We started out with Johnny Burleson being the head football coach, Mike Hooks, Travis Smith-Dill. Now we got the guys that are there, Matt Fox, Brock Pittman, Brandon Blevins, Eddie Morrell, Cameron Coleman, Zach Hartley, Colby Garland. There's just been a lot of Coach McPherson who left and went to Johnson City. So I've been there the whole 11, and it's been pretty cool to see, and the relationships you build. You see the guys go and get married and have kids and win state championships. And so that's the cool thing about me is I got the best job in the house because I get to get them when they're young and then see them graduate and move on. So I get a longer relationship with them. So they probably hate me by the time they get done, but that's their problem.
That's it. I make conference championships.
5 conference championships, 3 undefeated seasons.
Yeah, and never finished below
4th.
Never below 4th in 11 years.
Yeah.
And today we're 5-0. Liberty Bell is
2-3.
2-3.
Yep.
Won't matter.
No,
it's like Florida and Tennessee.
Doesn't matter.
Florida didn't care.
Doesn't matter.
They saw the orange down there, and the Gators got fired up.
You're right. I got gray on today because the 100th anniversary shirt, so that's pretty cool. We got them for a touchdown club, but my granddad always made it easy. When Liberty Bell comes to town, or Johnson City comes to town, your wardrobe's all black.
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah,
it's on.
Yeah, it is.
It's showtime.
Yeah.
All right, you have young ladies get them back to campus.
Yep, get him back to campus. Yeah.
Yeah. What about this kid right here? Is he doing pretty good?
Oh man, how about that guy, man? That's a great. He's a former Tia Duggar footballer right there. You know, he's a former a lot of things, but good dude. That's the end of the day. That's all I remember is him making plays. I got to coach him for 3 years, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade at Tia Duggar. Awesome. Again, he's just like these ladies over here. Like the guys that we have tonight. Anything I ever asked him to do, he did. You know, so and never questioned it. So it's pretty awesome to have a relationship with him, and it's awesome to see him in Dallas, Fort Worth. That community, you know, has been so good to my family, and always welcomed us in anything we ever wanted. You know, they always gave us the keys to the city. So I'm sure they'll do Evan and his family the same.
We're talking about Evan Carter. These uniforms right over there on the wall. Again, his brother runs his pharmacy.
Yeah.
He hit his second home run last night with the Texas Rangers. He's 21 years old, and he's got his 5th RBI of the season already. He's throwing people out at home plate. He's got triples and home runs. This guy's getting it done. And they have an off day today. They got a big series with Seattle tomorrow. They're both trying to get into the wild card playoff, and so the Rangers and the Mariners both 84 and 68 on the season. And so Evan Carter from Elizabethton, Tennessee, 21 years old, the starting left fielder for the Texas Rangers. That just sounds good.
Yeah, it's awesome, doesn't it?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know. It's
and
great.
it gives you know this, in closing, every kid in the Tri-Cities, boy or girl, can look at Evan Carter and go, you know what? If he can put in the work and the time, if he can do it, I can do it.
That's exactly right. Yeah, that's what in the game, you know. If those guys are doing the little things, then we can do the little things.
There you go.
Yeah.
See you tonight.
See you tonight. Go
Cyclones.
Cyclones. Yeah, appreciate all you do. Thank you.
Yes. And go Milligan University,
Yeah,
Buffalo flag football team from the Kiara and
Orange and Black.
Abby Lynn. There you go. Orange and Black. There you go. Girls come over, ladies come over and wave at us real quick one more time. They can see Huey and Dewey before they take off. That's good. So they can wave. There they are. There's one, and there is the other. There they go. Thank you, ladies. It's awesome. Oh, you're welcome, Coach. Thanks for bringing them. See you tonight, babe. You got it. Go Cyclones and go Buffaloes. Quick break. We'll be right back. Dr. Carter back in to finish it up after this on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Elizabethton FFA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. It's more than learning about cows. It's becoming the problem solvers for the next generation. We are the future biologists, chemists, computer programmers, journalists, teachers, electricians who will feed our future. By creating a family atmosphere, the Agriculture Department, especially FFA, can become your home away from home. Through contests, leadership events, fun trips, and chapter activities, FFA is a great way to learn about the world while developing yourself into the best person you can be. We invite you to enroll in an ag-based course and be active in Elizabethton FFA. We'll save you a seat.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. He's back again. Love coming down here and doing the show. Rob Fritz bought something, didn't he? Did he say
I
he bought
sure did, yeah.
So, Ryan is a class act. Always anyone would be fortunate to play for Coach Rob. You're exactly right, but it's kind of you to say that. So, you know, here's the thing I heard when I first got here. It's like, well, Elizabethton doesn't like Hampton, and Hampton doesn't like Elizabethton. I think it's a healthy respect. I mean, there's two different classifications. One's in 2A, one's in 4A. And so they both kind of spin off their own wheels. And so he was very kind. And, of course, he said nice things about your brother, and he should have, because Evan Carter's representing everybody, not just Elizabethton.
Yeah, sure
everybody in the
is.
Tri-Cities. So am I right in saying when they see your brother, every kid out there thinking, you know, if I put in the time and I put in the work, I can, you know, I can dream big like Evan Carter. I can get to the big league baseball if I work hard enough. I mean,
I think so. Hard work's what it is,
Yeah.
you know.
He worked all the time, didn't he?
Yeah, I sure did. A lot more than I cared to for sports. But, yeah, he does. And that's, you know, to make it that far, it about has to be your life. You know, you've got to eat right, sleep enough, take the right vitamins, work out, do the right exercises. It's a whole lot of commitment.
Absolutely. He's 21 years old, starting in left field for the Texas Rangers. I mean, what?
It's exciting.
Oh, married his high school sweetheart, who's just as nice a woman as you ever want to meet. Great family, great in-laws. I mean, it's almost like a Cinderella story. And he's got that brother too. So
that's about right. She 21. I was doing some different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're real proud of him. He's very mature and responsible for his age.
Absolutely. All right, let's talk some more before we get out of here. Let's talk about it. Here we go. We're talking to Dr. Eric Carter, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Children's cold and flu. Tell us what's going on.
Yes, kind of as we talked about earlier, flu season is on us, I think. And especially with all the leaves starting to fall and plants dying and some people even turning their heat on right now, colds and allergies are acting up bad. You know, that dry, scratchy cough, stuffy nose. And a lot of people with their kids want to be real safe about what they give them and make sure it's age appropriate, you know, the right dose, no side effects. And we've got these different medicines here because a lot of people are scared to give, you know, adult cough medicine to kids, especially if it can make an adult drowsy. But these right here are all formulated specifically for kids, like with that Mucinex and NyQuil. It's got the same products that adult cough syrups have minus the decongestants and is also dose appropriate for those kids. That's, you've got your adult dose and then kids get smaller doses, and all these children's products come with dose cups and different charts showing, you know, for different ages or different weights what amount they should take. So children's products like that I think is a good thing to offer and have on hand, especially if you've got kids right now.
Available at Lingerfield Drug Center, downtown beside Carter County Bank. All right, let's take a look at these and tell me about these products.
Yes, so for people with high blood pressure, and especially uncontrolled high blood pressure, whenever you look at cough and cold medicine, the decongestants in those can raise your blood pressure as well as blood sugar. So these are good products for people like that to use. We've got the cough and cold and I think cold and flu, or cough and congestion, cold and flu. But these are products that are decongestant free, formulated specifically for people with high blood pressure.
Is your Safe Tussin, is what we call that?
Yes, and that is like a Robitussin, kind of a good cough syrup. It's got all the things you'd see in like a Mucinex cough syrup or something like that. But like I said, it's decongestant free, so that's good for people with high blood pressure. And that one has got an antihistamine in it, so that kind of helps dry everything out. And side effect of antihistamines is drowsiness, so that's why that's a nighttime cough syrup. Calms that cough down and also helps you get better sleep while you're dealing with your sickness.
Dayquil.
Yeah, so everybody knows Dayquil, and that's the same good product you can get over the counter about anywhere, but that one is decongestant free. So that is the same situation. That's good for people with high blood pressure. And that one I believe also is sugar free, so that one would be a good product for diabetics as well.
Alcohol, sugar free, high blood pressure, cold and flu, Dayquil.
Yes.
Again, available right here at Lingerfield Drug Center. All right. What else we got, sir?
And then these are just kind of standard adult cough and cold medicines. And these are some of our big sellers over the counter. The Mucinex Fast Max, and we've got the pills and the liquid in that. But that came out last year, and that's a really good product. Those are a little more expensive, but those are kind of an all-in-one. You know, you could kind of, the alternative would be getting a cold and flu medicine like a Tylenol or Alka-Seltzer cold and flu, and then Mucinex also, and this has everything in one. So especially if you don't like taking medicine or trying to remember to take medicine, this is a good product, kind of knocks them all off the list in one dose.
$11.49, folks. Not going to break the bill pole. Tell us about this one, please.
Yes, the Afrin is nose spray that's really potent. If you've got congestion up in your head that you just can't break loose, Afrin is probably my go-to because you can do 1 or 2 squirts in your nose and you can breathe like you've never breathed before. Kind of the big thing on Afrin a lot of people don't realize is you can only do it for about 3 days, and with that medicine that's plenty enough to get it broke up and out of you. But where it does open your nose up so much, a lot of people want to keep taking it, but it's one of those medicines that if you keep taking it, it actually could cause congestion. It's kind of they call it a rebound congestion, but that's one you've got to limit yourself to a few days on that one.
Here's a Mucinex Fast Max Cold and Flu Arctic Burst.
And that's the liquid we was talking about, kind of an all-in-one dose. And especially, I think that's for 6 years and older, but smaller children that maybe wouldn't like those big tablets, that's a liquid for them. So that's a really good product. We sold a lot of last year, and I expect to this year too. So
hours are open?
We're here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 12.
Social media?
We're on Facebook as Lingerfeld Drug Center.
And the magic phone number is?
It's 423-542-2138.
One of our great sponsors right here in downtown Elizabeth beside Carter County Bank. Dr. Eric Carter and the staff at Lingerfeld Drug Center, proud sponsor of the Cyclones and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Good stuff. Now we got one more segment. We're ready to go here. I want to bring up one more, and we'll hit the magic button again. So, as you probably can tell, we're making commercials as we go. So we'll set all the, oh boy, we'll set all this up. And here we go. Let's hit the magic button. Talking to Dr. Eric Carter again from, again, the good folks right here at Lingerfeld Drug Center. Proud sponsor of the Cyclones and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. To build up your immune system, he's got some things you need, because it's very important to do that, isn't it?
It is, yeah, especially this time of year. And they say even if you do end up getting sick, if you're taking things like vitamin C, zinc, elderberry, your sickness will not last as long or be quite as harsh on you. So, you know, it may not stop you from getting sick, but it'll definitely help you from getting as sick.
Airborne.
Yes.
Immune system for kids. Tell me about this.
So that one is a children's dose of vitamin C, and it also has zinc and a few other natural herbs in it. That's one we've been selling a good bit of lately, because those gummies taste real good, and they are very beneficial for the kids, especially being in schools, places like that, you know, where they're around so many people, and you got to keep your immune systems up or could get sick this time of year.
Absolutely. Here's Ester C, the 24-hour immune support.
That one is a vitamin C and zinc supplement for adults. That one is just once a day, and we've sold quite a bit of it. And, you know, like I've been saying, vitamin C and zinc is good for the immune system.
There's that one. And you know what I'm going to talk about here? I'm all about this. Got a pocket full of them right now. Fisherman's Friend. Tell me about this.
Yes, those are probably our biggest selling cough drops right now. That extra strength is a little bit strong for me, but some people like some. But it's $3.99, and you get two 20-count packs in that bag, so that's 40 cough drops you get.
Yep, and they work, folks. Let me go ahead and show you what's in my pocket right now from Lingerfeld Drug Center. There they are, Fisherman's Friends Cherry. Carry them everywhere I go, and so when I get out here and I get scratchy, or I pop them in, and you've seen me do it on the show, it clears it up immediately. It works. Here's mint. Tell me about this one.
Yes, same product, same good results, I think. That mint, we've got also, I think, a honey lemon.
You do?
Yes.
Honey lemon, extra strength, and mint, and cherry. So,
yes, yeah.
And here's the cherry, the ones I have in my pocket. So 40 of these for $4. How about that? $3.99 for 2 packs. Fisherman's Friends. It works. I'm telling you. You've watched this show. You see, sometimes, in fact, early this week, I got choked up or whatever, and so I pop 2 of those in. Boom. Takes care of it. You sell a bunch of them, don't you?
We do, yeah. Those, like I said, are our best ones. They're not too expensive either. You know, if you look for like Vicks or some big brand of cough drops, they could get a little bit pricey, but Fisherman Friends are very affordable and very effective, I think.
Last thing, if you're a school teacher, they'll bring the prescriptions to you. They're doing it. Tell us about that.
Sure can, yeah. We offer it to teachers as a way kind of to help them, because teaching can be very stressful and very time consuming.
Sure.
Especially a lot of teachers that, like Ryan, you know, they may coach after school or have obligations where they have to stay around. But you can call us, we can transfer your medicines, take care of everything for you, and then we can see when your planning period is or a lunch break and meet you right there at the front office. So try and make it as easy as we can for everybody.
That's customer service right there, folks. Hours are open?
Here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 12.
On social media, how do we find you?
We're on Facebook as Lingerfeld Drug Center.
And the phone number here is?
It's 423-542-2138.
One of our great sponsors, folks, of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show, the good folks right here in downtown Elizabeth and right beside Carter County Bank, Lingerfeld Drug Center. There we go. We just made commercials. Good job.
I like it.
Yeah, I do
Appreciate
too.
it.
Yeah, folks still say they hear you?
Yeah, sure do. It's kind of funny. A lot of the stuff we end up talking about, people will come in and say, I didn't even know that existed, or didn't know that was an option. And they'll come in and end up hanging around and talking. And a lot of people is nervous to change pharmacies, I think. But once they come in and talk to us, they're glad they came.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
That's something, even if you don't really need anything, it'd be great to come down here and talk to us, just see what we have to offer here.
Before I go, I think you can see us. Yeah, you can see it a little bit whispering up out there. This is the diffuser in the back. It's really cool. I've been smelling it the whole show here. It's really cool. Tell us about the benefits of a diffuser.
Yes, so that's got the different essential oils. People agree or disagree on whether they actually have benefits, as far as your health goes, but they do smell delicious. They say they're for different things, like give you energy, help purify the room, help you breathe better. Like I said, people agree or disagree on that, but we change up the smell in here every few days, just kind of try something different. But if nothing else, it does make it smell really good. So that's something you can, like this one, I think runs for 14 hours. We've got different sized ones for either really big spaces, small spaces, and then there's even a little USB one if you wanted to put it in your car as you're driving around. So,
see you next month.
Sounds great.
It's hard to believe we're 94 days to Christmas Eve as of today. 94 days. Won't be long. You'll be putting your Christmas stuff out, won't you?
I know. You got your Christmas shopping done?
I'm going to shop in Lincolnville when I do.
Be good.
So I bought some things there. I bought some of those little gnomes last year. They were huge hits. We'll save that for the next show, but he's got these little gnomes over there. He had some Christmas gnomes, and I bought a couple of those and I gave him as goofy gifts.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have thought they were chunks of gold. It's like, that is so sweet.
We've got in a few new ones the last few weeks, and people's been liking them real well.
Yeah, I just did it to be goofy, and neighbors thought, oh, that's just so sweet. You're so thoughtful. I said, okay, whatever. Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Thank
you, sir. Oh, yeah, he's awesome. We'll come right back and close it out right after this time out for one of our good folks. Making it go. She was here earlier. Let's see her again one more time. Tammy from the Eagle Center.
Reminds me of the Eagle Center, and it said, things tell a story when people no longer can. And that's kind of appropriate for our store, because when you walk throughout the store, so many things spark a memory or a reminder of a family member or a place or a time long ago. And the antique and vintage decor that we have can really add some character and some conversation to your home, as well as bring back memories and things of times past.
Absolutely. What's the hours you're open?
We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5. And we usually stay late on the Saturdays for the car shows.
Social media?
So we have a Facebook page, Eagle Center Co-op.
And you're physically located where in downtown Elizabethton?
507 East Elk Avenue. It's in the second block of downtown. Hard to miss.
Yep.
First big building.
One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football. Got to check them out. The good folks downtown. Eagle Center Co-op. I believe in the place, believe in her, believe in the facility. And be loyal, buy local, and buy it in Betsy. One of our great sponsors, Eagle Center Co-op in downtown Elizabethton. This Thursday night, it's exciting, undefeated T.A. Duggar Cyclone football. This is Tom Taylor inviting you to join us at Citizens Bank Stadium this coming Thursday as the Liberty Bell Patriots come to town for a 5:30 kickoff. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. It's a blackout for the Cyclone Nation. Join us this coming Thursday night. T.A. Duggar undefeated taking on the Liberty Bell Patriots. Airtime at 5:15 this Thursday here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Cyclones! That's where we're going to be in about 4 hours from now. We'll be ready to bring it right back to you. It'll be T.A. Duggar and Liberty Bell football. We'll go on air the broadcast at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. Looking forward to bringing it to you. We'll see how that one fares as the Cyclones at 5-0 and Liberty Bell uncharacteristic 2-3, but it won't matter because these two teams will get after each other and throw out the records. It'll be great. Band's going to be there. The T.A. Duggar band. I don't know if the Liberty Bell band will be coming or not, but the T.A. Duggar band will be there for the first time, playing at a football game. And again, it's a blackout. So, looking forward to bringing it to you. at 5:15 today. Big thanks to Rob Fritz from Hampton, talking Hampton Bulldog Sports, Tammy Troutman from the Eagle Center, also Ryan Whitten and the ladies from the Milligan University flag football. Also, we want to say thanks to Andrew McKeon, president of Carter County Bank, and, of course, Dr. Eric Carter from right here, obviously, at Lingerfield Drug Center. Now, Andrew brought me something during the break. Let's see. No team has ever swept the three major baseball, the MVP, the Cy Young Rookie year, in the same year from the same team. Teams with MVP and Cy Young the same year, because I'm thinking Acuna and Strider may be the guys doing it this year for the Braves. Because actually it has happened before. 2013, Miguel Cabrera and Max Scherzer from Detroit. Interesting. 2005, you had the Cardinals, Albert Pujols and Chris Carpenter won the Cy Young Award. 2002, the Oakland Athletics, Miguel Tejada, the MVP, and Barry Zito, the Cy Young Award winner. Oh, there's been a bunch of them. Let's go back and look at these. This is interesting. Okay, I'm scanning this real quick. Here's a list of 9 teams that have won 2 of the 3 awards. Okay, well, I want the ones that have won both awards outright. So it would have been 2002 Oakland, 2005 St. Louis, 2013 Detroit. All right? Yep, that's the 3 that have won. 3 teams have had an MVP and a Cy Young Award winner on the same team in the same year. It's interesting. That'll do it from here. Again, rejoining you at 5:15 at Citizens Bank Stadium for Tia Duggar Cyclone football. Until then, for Dr. Eric Carter and all the staff here at Lingerfield Drug Center, we'll say, as always, bloom where you planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Happy birthday again today to Faith Hill, who's having a birthday. Faith Hill with 56 candles in her birthday cake. She can sing. Comedian Bill Murray having a birthday today. He's 73. If you're an author, a fan of the author Stephen King, he's having a birthday today. He's 76. Stephen King, Bill Murray, and Faith Hill, birthday kids today here on this 21st day of September. First day of fall coming in here on Saturday. Back at 5:15, Tia Duggar football. See you then. Thanks for watching show number 1933 from Lingerfield Drug Center in downtown Elizabethton. So long, everybody, where we tell you, as always,